Whoa, back-to-back night. Let's get ready. And here we go. We are back, y'all. Absolutely 2 nights in a row. The Knicks are back once again in Madison Square Garden, taking on the Detroit Pistons. Tonight is another chance for revenge. We love revenge games because, boy, we got a lot of revenge to hand out. Tonight, the Knicks are taking on Cade Cunningham, who carved them up, was dishing and swishing all over the Garden floor, made everybody look silly. Now, the last time they didn't have Karl-Anthony Towns in the building, tonight they got Karl-Anthony Towns in the building. All systems are a go for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson came in questionable with the shoulder soreness that frightened all of us the other night, thought our season was going to be in shambles. But he is back. He is ready to go. He did finish the previous game. Best believe he will be finishing here tonight. Now, the Detroit Pistons, we got to show some extra respect. I've been high on the Pistons for a while, so you know I'm coming through tonight with a large amount of respect for these young Pistons, for especially Cade Cunningham, one of my favorite rising players in the league. Because let me tell you something. If you haven't been paying attention, they are 8-2. In their last 10 games, they are hooping on teams who are looking down upon them. The New York Knicks are one of those teams, losing during their last meeting. They are 1-1 on the season against the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons snapped a 14-game losing streak to the New York Knicks. Now, hopefully, we get back on the right side, getting a victory here today. It is an important game. Got to continue to stacking wins because best believe the month does not get easier. We have the Pistons tonight. We have Philadelphia on Wednesday. Minnesota, big old game on Minnesota where we're welcoming back our guys, Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo on Friday. And the games don't slow down. We got a revenge game against Atlanta coming up next week on Monday. And a back-to-back situation again against Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn is lowly. We should dominate that game. But you know those games get feisty. You know Brooklyn doesn't want to back down to the Knicks. So I'm going to throw that game up there and be like, that's going to be a tough game because you got to come ready to play against Brooklyn. Not only that, but the rest of the month, we got a red-hot Sacramento team, a fantastic Memphis team, and a Denver team looking for revenge. Going to see red at the end of the month. So no, the month is not going to slow down. You got to take the wins where you can get them. And tonight, they have to continue their winning ways, coming off a blowout against the Milwaukee Bucks. It's going to continue tonight. What's popping, people? Let's get the show started. How is everybody feeling? MBM, K Hazy, Mark, Doug Fresh, AP. Shout out to everybody. David Haas Jr., Yvette Passad, Astra Cat, Paul Dog NYC, OG Rue was popping, everybody. Let's get to the game. Big Rud, of course, Mark. Appreciate everybody. Susan, Justice's dad, I appreciate everybody. Ricardo, Brothwhite, what's up, Ricardo? We got our hands full tonight with the Pistons. We know what Cade Cunningham is capable of. Now, they did lose Jaden Ivey, unfortunately, breaking his leg couple of weeks ago, but that seems to not have slowed them down. It seems to have rallied the team a little bit, and they have been moving. Like I said, 8-2 in their last 10 games. That's nothing to sneeze at. It's nothing to sneeze at. One of the hottest teams in the league right now. Kiana Bryan, what's up, Kiana? David said Cleveland lost last night. Yes, they did. They lost bad as well. They did versus the Pacers. Any team in the East can beat anyone. For sure. But again, the Pacers, one of the hottest teams in the league as well. I believe they're on a 4 or 5 game winning streak, and some impressive wins in those 4 or 5 games as well, beating the Cavs in convincing fashion, might I add, while everybody was healthy. I did see that game. Also, Boston almost lost. So I had Boston and Cleveland up both. I was simul streaming both of them. I was keeping my eyes on both of them, right? I was watching. I was in tune last night. Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy III, and the Pelicans almost took down the Boston Celtics in TD Arena the other night, or last night, I should say. They were this close. It was a C.J. McCollum floater at the end that just bounced out of the rim that held them out to give the victory to the Celtics. It was so close where both the Cavs and the Celtics would have lost in the same night. Oh, it would have been so sweet. So sweet. Either way, look, the Knicks, they won a little 3-game losing streak, so they lost some ground there. So right now, the thing I'm most focused on is making sure we get back on track to our winning ways. We got to start stacking victories. It's not an easy month to do it, so we got to start just bearing down and just focusing on one game at a time. Tonight, we got the Detroit Pistons, and we got to come out tonight with a victory because it's not going to get easier from here. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? David said Cavs Pacers tomorrow at Indy as well. Yes, a back-to-back situation for both those teams. Well, listen, it's weird because we've seen Cleveland already lose 2 times in a row to a team that not a lot of people have taken all that serious. Lionel Moniz, what's up, Lionel? Mark L, what's up, Mark with a C? Earlier in the year, the Cavs lost 2 games in a row to the Atlanta Hawks in back-to-back situations. They played them 2 nights in a row. So it's possible to do that to the Cavs for whatever reason. Now, I also didn't change the scoreboard, but Mark, I see you, Mark, I see you. Hopefully, I should have just left the score the way it was because that's how theoretically this Pacers game should go, right? Tonight we are taking on the Pistons, the Detroit Pistons. Let's get to it. You know the usual starting lineups. Usual starting lineup for the Knicks, and then, of course, the Pistons, with a starting lineup that they have been going to these recent weeks. Cade Cunningham, Tim Hardaway Jr. with Jaden Ivey out with the injury. Ausar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. Let's get it started. I'm looking for Mikal Bridges to do his thing. I'm looking for OG Anunoby to do their thing. We're not worried about Brunson. We're not worried about Towns. They continue to do their thing. I'm worried about guys like OG and Bridges who have struggled offensively, in and out, going through their ups and downs and slumping throughout the year. Right now, kind of slumping. NBM said, did they bench Bridges? I don't think so. Hold on. No. Yeah, his name was up there. Unless I'm seeing things. He was up there. He's coming out now. Yeah, usual starting lineups. You know Tom Thibodeau was not going to change that starting lineup. He started Elfrid Payton the whole season and didn't change it until the playoffs. He's a stubborn man. He will not change that starting lineup. It is, and he shouldn't. It is the best starting lineup in the league. 25-26 was popping my guy, Marilyn Tinsley. Hello, Marilyn. Mark said Scott Foster. Scott Foster refereeing the game. I kind of like when Scott Foster referees the game. I don't know. I know he gets a bad rep, and he is, annoying, trying to always put himself in the spotlight, but I feel like he refs pretty good games. Like, the games tend to be really good when he refs them. Anyway, the Knicks win the tip. Towns has it up top. Tries to hit Bridges cutting back door. A bad pass from Towns. Bridges also not really expecting it off his fingertips. Those guys got to get connected. Here come the Pistons pushing the other way. Thompson has it. Kicks it up top to Harris. Harris has it up top, tries to come off the screen. Anunoby sticks with him. Now he's dancing with it, driving to his right, stops in the paint, puts up a little floater, comes up short. Josh Hart running down the rebound, shot out of a cannon. Has it up top, slowing it down, gets it over to Bridges on the right wing. Now to Towns, there's the trailer, pump fakes on Duren, driving it down past him, going right through the contact, puts it up, gets the foul. Ooh, and the ball rolls off the side of the rim. You gotta love the aggressiveness in the first quarter from Towns. Usually Towns likes to work his way into the game. Tonight, he said, let me get that as a trailer. He said, I'm looking for it. Now he stepped up and then blew right past Duren, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. I like the aggressiveness. Eamon O's, what's up, Eamon? Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Doug Fresh said, let Bridges play defense tonight. His shot will come. You got to keep shooting. What is the phrase that the MSG, Monica McNunn, Wally Darback keep reiterating on the pre-games as Towns hits his first free throw? Shooters shoot to stay hot and shooters shoot to get hot. So you just have to let him work out his kinks, unfortunately. It's going to be annoying and it's going to be frustrating because you're going to feel like it's cost you some games here and there. But I'm really not worried about it long term. In the short term, it sucks and it's annoying. In the long term, we'll be all right. Towns knocked down both of his free throws. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Towns. And we're a minute into the game. The Knicks with a 2-0 lead. Cunningham gets it over to Harris. Harris being guarded by Anunoby gets it over to Hardaway Jr. coming off a screen. He has been hot lately. He has been on a heater. He has been cooking. He is a walking bonfire right now. And he knocks down his first 3, which is not a good sign for the Knicks. Brunson has it off the screen, driving it down, flips it up at the basket, gets the foul call. And they're going to call the foul on the floor before the shot from Brunson. Ronnie Saunders, what's up, Ronnie? Asher Cat said, we need OG to come out big right now in the first quarter. We need somebody to come out in the first quarter ready to go, whether it's Josh Hart or Brunson or Towns or Anunoby. It's usually Brunson. Sometimes it's Anunoby. Sometimes it's Bridges. It's rarely Towns, though. Towns does have her first 2 points of the game, though. Brunson gets it into Towns. They leave him. He puts up the 3. Can't get that one to go. It would have popped off because it would have been Towns' first 5 points of the game, but he missed the 3. Here comes Cunningham bringing it down against Bridges, coming to his right off a Duren screen. They show 2, hedging out. Now they get it down low to Duren, puts up a little floater over Anunoby, uses his height, and finishes well in the paint. AP, what's up, AP? Hugh Hollins is the greatest, most fair referee of all time. Now, I didn't say Scott Foster was fair. He has that reputation for a reason. But shout out Hugh Hollins for sure. Jalen Duren cross-court pass to Cade, shovels it down low to Thompson, who flips it up at the basket, and he gets it to go down off of a miss from Jalen Brunson previously. So now it's 7-2. Knicks scored the first 2 points of the game and now give up a quick 7-0 run from the Pistons here. And Josh Hart bringing it down, hits Towns up top, puts up the 3 over Duren. He doesn't get a hand up, and Towns makes him pay. Duren is not comfortable out there guarding stretch centers. We know this, and Towns has to take advantage of it. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges, coming to his right, over the top. Cunningham being guarded by Josh Hart, and Josh Hart reaches in and fouls Tim Hardaway Jr. A little bit of a flop from Tim Hardaway Jr., but Josh Hart definitely reaching in there. Absolutely, and the ref caught him with his hand in the cookie jar. David said, Embiid update for Wednesday. Yeah, he's not playing right now. That's all I know. But Wednesday's right around the corner, and you know he's going to want to be ready against the Knicks. You know he wants to play against the Knicks. You know that. Cade Cunningham, pull-up 3 over Anunoby on the left wing, splashes it. And this is not a good sign for the Knicks that Cunningham and Hardaway Jr. both knocked down the first 3s of the game. Brunson driving it in on Cunningham, flips it up at the basket, gets the lefty hook to go, I should say. Cunningham bringing it down against Bridges, bounce pass to bounce pass to Tim Hardaway Jr., who leaves it off for Thompson, who misses the layup, and Jalen Duren right there for the 2-handed putback. Brunson bringing it down the other way, trying to answer, has it up top, being guarded by Cunningham, coming to his right off the Town screen, driving it down, pass fake, kicks it out, Josh Hart in the corner, back up top to Brunson on the right wing, jab step, blows past Cunningham, Euro steps down the lane, and kicks it out to nobody as Bridges, who was supposed to be in the corner, started to get his way up top to the wing, and just a miscommunication between Bridges and Bridges there. Brunson and Bridges there. Weekend at Bernie's. What's up, Weekend? Bernie. Cade Cunningham driving it down on Bridges, puts it above glass, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Good box out between Josh Hart and Towns. Towns secures the rebound. Here comes Hart. Josh Hart putting his head down, loses the ball, gets it over to Towns. Towns attacking to his right, putting his head down, stopping, turning, spinning, falling, gets the foul, floats it up at the basket, can't get it to go. But Towns is going to go back to the foul line, and that's 2 fouls on Jalen Duren. Get him out of the game, Towns. I like it. I like it. AB said they better not lose this game after beating the Bucks. Well, they have a fantastic matchup against the Bucks, right? Whenever they play the Bucks, they just beat them down. Right now, they have a great matchup against them. This Detroit team, they're hooping. They're hotter than the Bucks are right now. The Bucks just kind of maintaining a little bit as Towns knocks down another free throw. The Pistons are soaring. They're on the up and up right now. As Isaiah Stewart is going to check in for Duren, who picked up his second foul. AP said Tim Hardaway's pissed we traded him twice. Well, he's just a little bit on a heater right now. Actually, that's not true. Every time he does play the play the Knicks, he does kind of cook them a little bit. He's become a little bit of a Knick nemesis, going back to his times in Dallas as well after the second trade. You might be right about that. You might be right about that. Towns knocks down both of his free throws, 12-9, 8:40 to go here in the first quarter. Cunningham bringing it down against Bridges. Gets it over to Hardaway Jr. Now gets it over to Stewart. Stewart on the right wing. Hands it off to Cunningham coming to his right. Anunoby chasing. Another pull-up three for Cunningham. Comes up short on that. Josh Hart with the rebound. And like always, shot out of a cannon, pushing the other way quickly. Tries to hit the bounce pass to Brunson. It was tipped, but Brunson able to save the possession. And he has it up top, and he's saying, let's slow it down. I got Cunningham on me. I'm a cook. Ooh, quick crossover to his right. Driving it down on Cunningham. Goes up and gets a foul on Cade Cunningham. And the Knicks are exploiting a young Pistons team who continues to get caught with their hand in the cookie jar right now. A lot of fouls early in this game. Brunson and Towns are going to make this Pistons team work defensively, especially coming off that Milwaukee game for Brunson where he's feeling it. He's feeling it. AB said the Bucks have 2 world-class players on their team. The Pistons do not. Yeah, but the Knicks also have 2 world-class defenders who, absolutely do a fantastic job of guarding them. Anunoby does as good of a job on Giannis as anybody in the league. And Bridges always seems to play Damian Lillard really well and makes it really difficult for him. And then outside of that, they don't have anybody. This Pistons team's got a lot of guys. Sometimes, in today's league, you got to have a deep team, which is why we've seen the Knicks struggle at times this season. You got to have a deep team. Brunson knocks down both of his free throws. Harris driving it down, step back, foul line jumper, can't get it to go. Stewart tips it out, another Hardaway Jr. 3, can't get down when to go. Bridges comes flying in for the rebound and saves it over to Brunson, and we're bringing it down, pushing the other way. Brunson up top, gets it over to Towns. Towns driving it down against Stewart, going right at him, gets blocked by Stewart. And he gives the finger to Karl Anthony Towns in the crowd. Thompson driving it down, over to Cunningham, back to Thompson for an easy lefty layup in transition off the block from Stewart. And don't let this young Pistons team get out and run on you. Daniel Tilson, what's up, Daniel? Josh Hart throws it down low to Towns. Towns has it in the post against Stewart, backing him down, pulls it back out, picks his dribble up, inside to Anunoby, down low against Harris, and the ball gets ripped right out of his hands. You got to be stronger than that, OG. Come on, my man. Mr. Sports, what's up, Mr. Sports? Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? El Tigre, what's up, El Tigre? I like Isaiah Stewart a lot. He should be a future Knick. There's ever an opportunity to get Stewart, go get him. I like Isaiah Stewart a lot. But I'm sure so do the Pistons. Cunningham inside to Harris, who goes up against the contact, can't get it to go, but Isaiah Stewart right there getting off to a good start. Offensive rebound and put back for him. And now the Knicks bringing it down the other way, 16-11 to start the game, 7 minutes to go. Brunson up top coming to his left against Hardaway Jr. Now he's going to look to dance and exploit. Hardaway Jr., not a very good defender. Brunson's going to look to try and take him. Step back, pull-up jumper, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Thompson skying for the rebounder. Now he's pushing the other way. Thompson bounce pass to Stewart, and a miscommunication, a bad pass from Thompson. Stewart didn't continue to run to go get to it, wasn't expecting it, and the ball flies out of bounds, and we get our first time out of the game with about 6:30 to go here in the first quarter, and both teams kind of going back and forth. Pistons with a little bit of the advantage early on. Knicks trying to get them into foul trouble. Doing a pretty good job of that, but outside of that, a couple of sloppy turnovers. Some good, tenacious defense from the Pistons, allowing them to get out and run. And also 2 knockdown 3 2 knockdown threes for the Pistons, while the Knicks haven't hit a 3 yet. Avy said Isaiah Stewart would have been great on the 90s Knicks. Mark said, what's gotten into OG? This is just kind of who OG's always been. Playing the power forward position, he's spending a lot more time closer to the basket than out of the mid-range or out of open cuts, right? And he's just not great around the basket. He's okay, he's good, especially when he can dunk the ball or get close to the basket. But he doesn't have like a really good soft touch around the basket. And so oftentimes, he also doesn't have the greatest of balance. He can get knocked off balance pretty easily defensively, or offensively, I should say. Defensively, he's pretty good on balance. It's offensively where it seems like he can get knocked off balance pretty easily at times. You see him stumble and slip and kind of get real close to the ground at times. I don't know what it is. It's just a quirk of his. He's always had it. He had it last year. He had it with us last year. Had it with us this year. Asher said, the score looks dangerous. We're halfway through the first quarter. Come on, Asher. Come on. Asher said, forget the threes. Let's play physical and get into the paint. Then the Knicks will score 70 points tonight, and the Pistons will get 110. You have to get threes. Absolutely, you have to get threes. AB said, OG was great small forward last year. Why doesn't he go back to forward? Because the Knicks don't have a power forward who can stretch the floor, who they can put alongside Towns, and so they put Anunoby there. I don't even think that that's an issue, because Anunoby's also stretching the floor out and getting wide open looks from 3, and he's just not knocking them down. If he were knocking them down, I think we'd feel a lot better about his his offensive game right now. Like, it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Asher said, OG is injury prone. That's why he can't go 100% right now. 110% right now. I don't think anybody's going 110% right now. But I do think Anunoby steps up in important games and when he needs to. I hope he sees tonight as an important game. At some point, we're going to ask him to go guard Cade Cunningham, probably in the second half, like we tend to do with Anunoby. Throw him on their best offensive player in the second halves. But hopefully the Knicks aren't going to need it later in the game because they'll build up a good enough lead. Now let's get back into it. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Hardaway Jr. Driving to his right, blowing right past Hardaway Jr. Gets caught in the air, kicks it out. Anunoby, a wide open left wing 3, knocks it down, and that's what I'm talking about, OG. Knock down that first one, baby. Get on the right track here tonight. Cade bringing it down against Bridges. Has it up top, coming to his right. Dancing with it, now coming to his right off a couple of screens. Anunoby sticking with him. They bring 2. They get it over to Hardaway Jr. with the extra pass to Tobias Harris. Can't get the 3 to go. And here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, leaves it off for Towns as the trailer, coming to his right, pulling it back out, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges feeding Towns in the high post on the right wing now, being guarded by Harris, backing him down. They bring 2, kicks it out to Anunoby, a bad pass, he's able to save it. Quick crossover to his left by Anunoby, putting his head down, attacking, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call, doesn't get it, and now the Pistons are off and running. Cade Cunningham ahead of the break and throws it down with a right-hand jam against Brunson and Towns. They had no options there. Cade Cunningham just beating them down the court, getting an easy dunk out of it. Don't let a young team run on you. That's what they want to do, especially knowing that the Knicks are thin in their rotation. You can tire them out by getting out and running. Brunson backing it down against Cunningham, stopping, turning, spinning, gets caught in the air, tries to kick it out to Bridges. Thompson right there to get his hand in the passing lane, and he steals it, bringing it down over to Hardaway. Quick catch and fire from the right corner, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart has it down low, and he's bringing it down against Thompson. Good screen from Towns to free him up. Josh Hart shot out of a cannon, running down the lane and gets fouled by Isaiah Stewart. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws, and the Knicks trying to slow the game down by getting to the foul line. They changed the Anunoby 3 to a 2, by the way. As just said, offensive rebounds are going to be huge. We got 2 fouls on Cade. Got 2 fouls on Duren. Cade Cunningham is going to remain in the game, though. Towns is going to sub out for Precious Achiuwa. AB said, what's the score? It is 18-14. As Josh Hart hit the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Now 18-15 as Josh Hart knocks down both free throws. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Josh. Here comes Cunningham, 18-15, with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right. Brunson steps out to guard him. On the switch, now Cade's going to look to attack. Dancing with it up top. Backing his way down in the paint, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Good defense from the Knicks and good job not to foul there. Now Brunson bringing it down against Cunningham. Coming to his right. Pump fakes, gets it down low to Anunoby against Hardaway Jr. In the paint, just bullying his way down low. Lost it, gets it back, and they call the travel on OG as Hardaway Jr. He was getting a little handsy, and Anunoby thought he was going to foul him, and at the last second, Hardaway Jr. with the veteran move, putting the hands away, and Anunoby gets caught in the air with nowhere to go, ends up airballing and grabbing his own rebound, and they call the travel on OG. MBM said OG's trying too hard. Nah, that's just offense, man. It's just offense. It didn't go their way. He's going to be all right. It is a play that I'd like to see them go to more often like they did earlier in the year, abusing smaller players when switched on to Anunoby down low. It's a good play. Just didn't work out that time. It's all right. Malik Beasley, a pull-up three over McBride, a deep one. McBride wasn't ready for it. Malik Beasley, he's also been on a heater, but he's also just kind of an awesome shooter, and the Knicks should be wary of that as he knocks down his first one. Bridges coming to his left off the Achua screen, hits Anunoby. He's driving to his right, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges, a straightaway three. In and out, halfway down. Achua knocks it loose. McBride picks it up, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson Euro steps down the lane, kicks it out to Anunoby, catches, he pump fakes. He's driving it down, spins to his left, scoop layup with the left hand, gets blocked by Stewart, and they call a goaltending on Isaiah Stewart. 2 points for OG. I like the aggressiveness OG's come out with. Some of the shots, some of the possessions haven't gone his way, but continue to attack. Continue to go towards the basket. Continue to look to get the easy ones. Shaw, what's up, Shaw? What's poppin', my guy? Sasser bringing it down against McBride. Gets over to Harris. Harris being guarded by Anunoby. Trying to dance around a Stewart screen. He's going to pull it back and now look to isolate. Not a good idea. Now gets it over to Beasley. Beasley, as the Knicks get caught on a switch. A pull-up mid-range jumper over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. But Harris with the offensive rebound over Brunson leans in and gets the foul on Precious Achua. Missed the layup, but he gets the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Asher said, to be honest, it's impressive the Pistons went from such a horrendous record to being 8th place right now. I think they were held back last year. This is the season I thought they would have had last year. Now, they weren't ready to have that season yet. They weren't ready to have that season yet last year. I was a little bit ahead of the curve. I was just so excited about the Cade Cunningham stuff, and all I'm a big Cade fan. I like Cade a lot. I like him as a player. As Shaman checks in for Mikal Bridges. Tom Thibodeau doing a good job of moving guys in and out a little bit more regularly. Maybe he's like, maybe I can't play my guys 40 minutes a game. I like it. I like it, Tibbs. Trust your bench a little bit more as Cade knocks down both of his free throws. Or Harris knocks down both of his free throws, excuse me. Brunson bringing it down. But the Pistons were held back by Monty Williams last year. They weren't as bad as they were last year. Brunson a pull-up three over Sasser. Too long, can't get it to go. Achua mistimed his jump, but he's still able to grab it. Puts up the floater over Stewart. A little bit of a rush shot from Precious there, but I don't mind it. I don't mind that. Look to be aggressive. Fontecchio has it, hands it off to Beasley, being guarded by Anunoby. Beasley's pulling it back out, gets it over to Sasser. Sasser over to Stewart. They throw it down low to Harris. They bring a double team, and they call a foul again as Brunson getting mismatched on Harris. He's putting them down in the paint, putting his hand up, and he said, give me the ball. He's too small. That's what I like to see when the Knicks also try to do that against other teams when they have Anunoby. Try to take advantage of smaller matchups. Is exactly if you're a 6'8", 6'9" forward, this is exactly what you should do when they switch a guard onto you. I like it when Anunoby does it. I like it there that Harris did it. Now, unfortunately, it went against the Knicks, but that is good offense right there. Justice's dad. What's up, Justice's dad? He said, no mods. I am the mod, Justice's dad. I see everything. Sire Love. What's up, Sire Love? Bernard Johnson. What's poppin', Bernard? Harris knocks down the first one, and he knocks down the second one. Under 3 to go. Brunson tried to hit the hit ahead to McBride, but knocked out of bounds by Harris. 25-17. 8-point lead for the Pistons right now. Slowly building it up. Big Rud said close games. We like those. Only if the Knicks pull them out at the end, we do. Just as Dad said, I'm sorry for sleeping for yesterday's stream, but I'm bad luck. You're good, dog. You're good. AP reminding people to hit the like button. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please go ahead. Hit that thumbs up button. It is the best way to support the stream. It really helps grow it out. YouTube sees that people are liking the stream and liking the content, and they're like, oh, we'll show it to more people since people seem to really like it. So I'd very much appreciate it. It is the best way to support the stream. Thank you, guys. Anunoby gets it up top to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Sasser. Over to Anunoby. Anunoby back to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Achua screen, driving it down. Leaning in, stop, a fall-away jumper, gets it to go from Brunson. A tough shot. He missed. McBride wide open up top, but at least you got the basket to go. If you gonna miss the pass, at least make the shot, and he did there. Sasser has it up top, gets it over to Harris, back to Sasser. Now over to Harris. Anunoby gave up that switch too easy. Harris is going to look to exploit Brunson here. Backing him down. Backing him down. Backing him down. They bring a double team now. He steps through. Kicks it out to a wide open Malik Beasley. That's the last guy you want shooting, and he makes the Knicks pay, knocking down the three. It's not what you want. It's not what you want. That's bad defense from Anunoby there and Brunson, allowing that switch to happen way too easily. Forcing a double team there. Brunson coming to his left off the Achua screen, driving it down against... Kicks it out to McBride for a three. Gets the 3 points right back. We'll take it. Brunson was driving it in on Stewart. Kicked it out to McBride up top for a three. You bring two defenders, you make them pay. It's exactly what the Pistons just did. The Knicks respond. 28-22 with 2 minutes to go. And McBride applying some full court pressure to Sasser right now. Has it up top. Gets it over to Harris, back to Sasser. Sasser dancing around a Stewart screen, driving it down. Anunoby reaches in, and they call a foul on Anunoby as Sasser was driving it down. Are we going to get a timeout? Just as that, if the Knicks lose tonight, I'm definitely bad luck. Chris Rowe, what's up, Chris? Paul Dog NYC, you said, you think Brunson and Towns should be starters for the All-Star games? For sure. For sure. The starters for the All-Star game should be something along the lines of Brunson, just off the top of my head, Brunson, Mitchell, Tatum, Towns, and who should be the other starter? Brown? You give it to Brown? Right, Jaylen Brown? Do you give it to him? Do you give it to Mobley? I think you give it to Brown. I think Brown should be the other starter, I guess, right? And then off the bench, I'd have Mobley. I'd consider Garland. But I think Brunson and Towns are for sure should be the starters. I don't think they will be based off of the fan vote. I know they only get 50% of the vote. But still, it's not a good look when NBA fans are, that's been the case for like decades at this point. It's been the case for a long time. MBM said McBride looks good. Yes, he does. Yes, he does for sure. He looks good. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? AB said, how do they look out there? Are they bumming it out? No, they look good. They look good. They're competing. They're moving well. They're communicating. A couple of miscommunications here and there. But that's just, the Pistons are good, man. Pistons are good. I hope people recognize that and aren't upset that, that the Pistons are up by 6 right now with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pistons are good. There's a couple of times where I feel like Anunoby's giving up the switch against Harris a couple of times, and that's how they let Malik Beasley get open for a couple threes there. But, it's just a good game. It's gone back and forth so far, 28-22. Towns subbed out early. We'll see what he looks like when he subs back in. He's going to continue to put work in because he's got an advantage against the Pistons here. Looks like he's going to be checking in now as he's sitting on the bench to check in with the players. And that's a clean strip from Anunoby. Did Tom Thibodeau challenge it? I think he did challenge it. Just as Successful challenge from Tom Thibodeau. Fantastic challenge. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau and the coaching staff. Just his dad said LaMelo Ball an all-star? What the hell? I mean, he's playing really well this year individually. Even if, he said 25 games played. Yeah, even if he doesn't play a whole lot and his team stinks, he's a fun show. He should probably be an all-star this year, but as far as a starter, no way, man. No way. I know the all-star game is about having fun and putting on a show, and because the ball went out of bounds after the strip, no imminent possession, so it's going to be a jump ball at center court. But at least we saved the foul on Anunoby. Francisco Martins, what's up, Francisco? Detroit plays so good against great teams. This game is hard for New York, for sure. Justice's dad, Ice Trae, an all-star, for sure. Trae Young, absolutely an all-star this year, leading the league in assists. The percentages aren't great, but they have been getting better, and his team is very good. He's on a good Hawks team this year, and he's leading the charge. Jump ball center court, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by the Pistons, and the Knicks will get the ball back. Good challenge from Tom Thibodeau. I mean, it was a good challenge anyway, but now the Knicks also get the ball. 28-22, just under 2 minutes to go here. The Knicks come out with Payne, Shamet, Achua, Towns, and McBride. So Towns the only starter in with the 4 bench guys. Let's see how this unit performs. Payne spinning, coming to his left, driving it down. Hesitation move and gets an easy lefty layup out of it. Nice move from Cam Payne. He has been playing better as of late, and I liked it. I like that move there. Fontecchio has it up top. McBride chasing Beasley. Knocks the ball loose. Now Beasley coming to his right. A pull-up 3 in the right wing. Oh, Beasley's feeling it today. 3 for 3 from three-point range for Beasley. And then fight for the loose ball. Sasser almost came up with the steal, but now Cam Payne bringing it down. In the left corner, Shamet, a quick catch and fire 3. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Holland with the rebound. Ron Holland, the rookie, with the rebound. Sasser bringing it down over to Beasley. A deep pull-up 3. Oh, he's feeling it. We're going to have to overcome Malik Beasley on a heater tonight. He is now 4 for 4 from 3 for 12 points. As the Pistons take a 10-point lead with a minute to go. Chris Gallo, what's up, Chris? They get it over to Towns, being guarded by Stewart. Towns coming to his right. Spinning to his left off of Stewart now, putting his head down, attacking. Gets blocked by Stewart, but they call a foul on Stewart. And Stewart's upset, saying he got all ball. Towns is hunched over, hurt. Did he hurt his hand? I hope it's not serious. He seems all right. Just maybe jammed the finger. Probably just jammed the finger. He's holding the thumb. I've been there before as a basketball player. I think we've all been there. He's holding that thumb. It's not great. It's not a good feeling injury at all. But shouldn't be a serious one. Common Sense Health. What's up, Common Sense? Knicks are 26-14. Ties best record for a Knicks team through 40 games. Been fantastic. Towns continuing to pull on that thumb. That's not great. It's not a good look. It's on his shooting hand. Avey said these bums cannot defend the three-point shot. I mean, he has 2 good looks. Everything else has been well contested or a deep 3. Towns knocks down the first one, even holding the thumb. Just his dad said that would have got the team started with a huge dunk. I mean, you gotta credit Isaiah Stewart with that. I mean, that's just extra effort. That is extra effort from Stewart to make sure he didn't give that dunk up to Towns. Almost got a clean block. Sasser driving it down, leaves it off for Holland. Holland, a right wing 3. He's not known as a shooter. Can't knock that one down. Fight for the long rebound. Holland ends up with it. Bounce passes Stewart, goes up and gets fouled by Towns, and 1 for Isaiah Stewart. Asher said, what I like about Brunson so much is that even in games he doesn't do well, he still shoots like 40% plus. Yeah, Brunson usually, it's very rare that Brunson has a really poor shooting game. For sure. AU said, I don't like this team. I'll keep on saying it. We know how you feel, AP. We for sure know how you feel. Cam Payne bringing it down after Stewart knocks down his and one free throw, 37-26. Payne has it up top. Gets it over to Sham after he picked his dribble up and the ball kicked out of bounds by Shamit. Payne, you can't be giving your dribble up like that, man. You're a point guard, man. You're a point guard. Giving your dribble up right past half court? What are you doing? Just as that, why pick the dribble up? He was looking to pass it, but McBride wasn't open. Why pick the dribble up to get it over to McBride? Sasser has it up top with 10 seconds to go. Gets it over to Stewart, back to Sasser. Sasser dancing around the Stewart screen, coming to his left, gets to the mid-range. Good hands by Towns, knocking it loose, and then knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Pistons with 3 seconds to go. Sasser's going to inbound it. Gets it into Fontecchio. Got a decent look out of the corner, fading out of bounds. Airballs it. Shaman with the rebound, and that's going to end our first quarter, 37-26. I don't know why Tom Thibodeau continues to go to a... We know the team doesn't have a ton of depth on it. We know it's difficult to trust all of the bench players every night. So why put all 4 of them out there together at the same exact time, constantly? Why is that a lineup you continue to go to over and over and over again? Big Red said, not a good start. Not a terrible start. Defense has to pick up, but you could also say, like, Beasley got hot, man. He hit a deep 3, hit a contested right wing 3, and then 2 threes. 1 3 he got wide open, and another 3 McBride didn't get a hand up quick enough, and Beasley just rose up and fired it over him because clearly he's feeling it tonight. He's ready to go. 4 for 4 from 3 to start the game, so... Ronnie said, we must be better. Absolutely. We must get better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, first quarter is a feel-out quarter. Keith Kendrick said, OKC game all over again. What are y'all watching? What are you guys watching? You guys are too emotional. It is a good game. It is a 9-point game. The Pistons are not the best team in the league like the OKC Thunder. Relax, y'all. Relax. Let the game play out. Unless the Knicks are blowing a team out by 20 points, you guys think the sky is falling. Let the game play out. The first quarter is a feel-out quarter. If this play continues in the second quarter, all right, we got some gripes. We can complain about it. Relax, y'all. Let the game play out. Come on. Come on. Y'all can't be this fickle. Justice's dad said, I am officially ready for a new bench player or 2 in trades. That's if they can make a trade. That's if they can find trade partners for good bench players. There may not be bench players available for the Knicks to trade for. We're going to have to wait and see what the front office comes up with. Who's going to be available in the trade market? Keith Kendrick said no energy, defending with no urgency. I don't know what you're watching, Keith, but they got a ton of energy. This Pistons team's good, man. They're good. They get you in rotation. You know? They make you move. They knock down a couple of tough shots from their good shooters. Come on, dog. Mark said, you know Mitch is gone, right? Hey, come on. Mark is my favorite player on the team. Let Mitch get healthy first. Let the trade happen before we talk about him not being on the team anymore, man. Come on. Shaw said, I like our bench. We just have to use them properly. I mean, look, man, there's a reason why Shamit and Payne are on a new team every year. There's a reason. Right? I wouldn't say I like our bench, but they're definitely better than they've shown so far. Tom Thibodeau does absolutely just have to use them a little bit better. Stewart's going to settle for a pull-up straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Beasley. Gets it up top to Fontecchio, coming to his right, getting down the lane, and a double dribble by Fontecchio. You'll rarely see that call. Francisco Martins. What's up, Francisco? Knicks have talented players but can't play with them. Doesn't understand all the hate the Knicks get. Hey, man, Knicks fans can be brutal, for sure. Knicks fans can be brutal, for sure. Cam Payne has it on the left wing, attacking Fontecchio. Tries to put up the floater, and a foul on Fontecchio. Scott Foster calls another foul on the Pistons. Hey, man, I don't know. I didn't see a foul there, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Cam Payne's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Mark is going to bring the updates for the Rams-Vikings game. Appreciate you, Mark. I appreciate you. Cam Payne at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. AP said, Mikal Bridges or OG, who should be traded? None of them, AP. Stop trying to trade any of the starters. None of them should be traded. None of them will be traded. AP said the payrolls are too top heavy. That is what happens with good teams, AP. If you are a great team, every championship team has top heavy payrolls because every championship team has stars, superstar players. And you have to pay those star, superstar players superstar money. And that is a lot of money. And that explodes your payroll. You will have to pay a lot of money to have really good players. And the Knicks are doing that. Towns up top gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the right wing. Nice pass to Bridges, who gets a layup. Oh, my goodness, the ball movement. Look at you. Look at you. 37-30. The Knicks with McBride, Bridges, Towns, Hart, and Payne out there. Cunningham, another pull-up three, can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound, pushing the other way. Josh Hart being guarded by Holland, gets it over to Payne. Payne coming to his right against Holland. Dancing around a Town screen, puts up a right wing three, rattles it in. Cam Payne, he's been on a heater lately. When things go well for Cam Payne, they go real well. And when they don't, it looks rough out there. But the Knicks right now, pulling within 4, I believe, right? K. Hazy, Cam Payne is out there moving and grooving. Making things happen, man. He's making things happen. Keenan Harris said, our record with OG on the court is insane. Definitely not trading that guy. I mean, some people just like to overreact. I get it. I get it and I don't get it. I get it and I don't get it. We have waited 20 years for the Knicks to put together a competent team, and they go on a little 3-game losing streak, and people want everybody traded all of a sudden. You know? Like, come on. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the team we have for 4 years. Not trading any of these guys. Did you think this was going to click in the first 40 games of season 1? Come on, man. Come on, man. AP said, because they underachieved, that's why they get the hate. I've been watching for 35 years. I never had 2 All-Stars on the same team until now. Yeah, man, and they don't have depth. This is new. This is the new NBA. This is not the NBA of 10, 15 years ago. You have to have depth. And the Knicks, can't build the team in one season. They didn't have 2 All-Stars before. They got 2 All-Stars well, they did with Julius Randle, but we know Julius Randle wasn't really going to be the guy. Now they have legitimately 2 guys who you could feel like can lead you to a championship team. But look at all the other contenders. What do they have in common? They're deep. They have everything the Knicks have and more. So the Knicks have to continue to build. Keenan Hart said, and by the way, I'm rapidly becoming a Cade Cunningham fan. Yet another non-promoted NBA star. I'm saying, Keenan Hart. I'm saying, me and you, we right here all season long, Keenan Hart. We right here all season long. We right here all season long. I've been trying to spread the Cade Cunningham gospel all season long, all his career long, since Oklahoma State, when he went to college. I mean, even before that, when he went to Oklahoma State, I was like, oh, I'm a Cade Cunningham fan. I'm watching him. I'm watching every game he plays in college, and I did that. And then the draft was coming up, and they're like, I don't know if Cade Cunningham's going to be the number 1 guy. And I was like, yeah, he is. And then he went to a bad, dysfunctional Pistons organization. Despite all of the nonsense going around, and despite the disaster that was last season with Monty Williams, still showed the signs of being a true star. And here he is with a competent coach, some good role players around him, and look what you get. A legit all-star, a guy who's on the rise. I'm a big Cade Cunningham fan. I'm a huge Cade Cunningham fan. AB said, I can't root for a player not on my team, just can't do it. Listen, I'm a huge NBA fan, so as you know, Knicks always come first, but when the Knicks aren't playing, I'm watching other teams. And I enjoy watching them play, especially when they're really good. Now, when they play the Knicks, I hope if they have a terrible game. Like, I hope, some people are like, well, I hope Cunningham has a good game, but the Knicks end up winning. Like, no, I hope Cade goes 0 for 20 tonight. I hope he has a horrible night. I hope he has 10 turnovers. I can still separate the two. Beasley slips and falls. McBride ties him up for a jump ball here. Keenan said, to be fair, when we first got OG, we clicked immediately. I didn't buy this takes time thing. We just don't have the bench, and we handicapped the defense because 2 big offensive stars and good defense. Yes, absolutely, yes. But to be fair, that was one guy. That was one guy going into the starting lineup, and it also shifted things in the starting lineup so that everything made sense. And Cade Cunningham, a beautiful bounce pass to Duren, who then leaves it off for Ron Holland for a 2-handed jam. The ball movement from the Pistons was gorgeous there. And now Cam Payne pushing the other way. Payne has it up top, dancing with it. Fontecchio switches onto him. Gets it over to Towns. Sets his feet, pump fakes, stepping back. Now gets it over to Josh Hart, and it's a turnover. Bad pass from Towns. Doing a little too much there. AB said 2008 Celtics did it in 1 year, and they had 2 Game 7s, and all season long it was like, can they do it, can they not do it? And by the way, they're the only team you can bring up in which they did it in 1 year. Which tells you that they're the exception and not the rule. As Cunningham then throws it out of bounds to nobody. Miscommunication on both sides. Right? Like the Pistons won a championship in 2004 with no real superstars on their team. They're literally the only team you could point to that did that. Does that mean that every team is capable of doing that? No, they're the exception, not the rule. Having one example means nothing. Holland tried to feed it down low to Duren. Towns picks it off. Here comes Bridges pushing the other way. Bridges on the right wing. Gets it over to Payne. Payne on the right wing. Fires away. He's feeling it. Oh, my goodness. Campaign is feeling it. It's a campaign night. He's matching. He is matching the Malik Beasley night. He said, anything you can do, I can do better. Cade Cunningham driving to his right, kicks it out to Tim Hardaway Jr., extra pass to Fontecchio. Fontecchio driving to his left, step back, fall away 2, over Josh Hart, comes up short. Towns with a big, strong rebound over Duren, hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart driving it down, putting his head down, attacking, leans in, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, gets his own offensive rebound. Actually, it didn't matter because he got the foul on Fontecchio. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Touchdown Rams already? Oh, my goodness. Shaw said Oakley made the All-Star team as a replacement. Chi-Chi said, told you yesterday Detroit was coming for us. Listen, Chi-Chi, you don't got to tell me nothing. I've been on the Detroit bandwagon for 3 years now. I've been here. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Keenan Hart said, see if Payne's going to play like that, then we actually have a bench. I mean, the thing with Campaign is that he'll give you nights like this, and then he'll give you nights against, another team. And, like he may come out against Philadelphia on Wednesday and have 2 points and, 2 turnovers and be like, where was Campaign tonight? He was terrible. He made terrible decisions. But if we can get this version of Payne for the long term, consistently, then we're going to be all right. Josh Hart split the free throws. I forgot to give them their layup before as well. So it's tied at 39 now with under 9 to go. Duren has it up top, directing traffic. The Knicks digging down defensively now. A lot of ball denials to get it out to Tim Hardaway Jr. Miscommunication for Josh Hart, who left him wide open, but he can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Thompson fighting for it. The Knicks able to grab it. Josh Hart over to McBride, bringing it down over to Bridges. A left wing 3, no hesitation. Air balls it. Come on, Mikhail. Oh, no, they called the foul. Cunningham. Oh, my goodness. You couldn't even hear the whistle because the crowd was going crazy. Bridges going to the foul line for 3 free throws. Thank you. Thank you, Cade. Got him right on the elbow. $25-26 said, what's worse watching? The Knicks lose the NBA Finals or watching the Pacers win the Finals? Now, thankfully, we've never seen a Pistons team win the Finals. So you have to go with the Knicks losing, for sure. Keenar said it was a very clear foul in the replay. No, for sure. I couldn't hear the whistle. I didn't know it was a foul because I didn't hear the whistle. I just saw the air ball and was like, whoa. But it was very clear foul, absolutely. And Bridges knocks down all 3 of his free throws. And the Knicks take a lead, their first lead since scoring the first 2 points of the game. 42-39 now, 8:30 to go. Cunningham has it up top, gets it over to Duren. Duren coming to his left, hands it off to Holland. The Knicks, Brunson dancing under the screens. Holland's looking to attack to his right, flips it above glass, gets it to go. Holland using that extra space to get a runway. Hands it off to Brunson up top, gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. And they call the foul on Karl-Anthony Towns, who turns into Ron Holland. Another silly offensive foul. It's a play that happens 100 times a game. It's unfortunate they called it on Towns here. You can absolutely call it 100 times a game. But Cunningham has it up top. Gets it over to Holland. Now over to Dern. Dern hands it off to Cunningham. Coming to his right. Bridges chasing. Gets caught on the screen. Driving it down. Bridges recovers. He's in the paint. Stops. Pump fake. Steps through. Knocked out of his hands by Payne. Towns rips it away. Now hit ahead pass to Payne. Payne bringing it down. You know he's going to want to shoot it. I told you he's going to want to shoot it. Too long, can't get that one to go. A terrible shot from Campaign. And now the Pistons are pushing the other way. You got to be smarter than that, Campaign. I know you're feeling it, but Cade coming down, flips it up to the basket, can't get it to go. The Knicks foul Dern off the offensive rebound. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. See, those are the shots from Campaign that drive me crazy because you're a point guard, man. You got to know better. You got to know better. Nobody is back yet. You just had a great defensive possession. You're bringing it down on the right side. You could feel the energy in the air with Campaign bringing it down, knowing he wants to shoot this shot. Be smarter with the ball. Be like, all right, hold on. Let me hold it for a really good shot here. Because we just called the turnover. We just took the lead. We got the momentum going. Let's get a good shot here, and then things will really start to roll. Maybe we force a timeout and have them talk things over. But instead, we get a forced 3 on the right wing. Roger G. Wall, what's up, Roger? Can Knicks' recent losses be related to the crappy weather lately? It was cold. No, man, they're professionals. And they got all day to prepare and work and make sure they're mentally prepared and ready to go. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Duran knocks down both of his free throws. Brunson bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Holland. Holland's a good defender, and he gets called for a foul. Using a little bit too much of the body, reaching in. Fouling Brunson. Kenar said, I want to see that Towns foul again. Literally, the defender ran into his butt. Well, he turned into the defender purposely. It should be called a foul, and it's never called a foul. Very rarely it's called a foul. They called a foul there on Towns. As he faces up here and misses a mid-range jumper. Thompson with the rebound, bringing it down. Gets it out to Hardaway Jr., who puts up the 3 over Brunson. Good contest. He comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Josh Hart over to Bridges. Driving to his right. Blows past the defense. Cross-court pass to Anunoby in the left corner. Pump fakes. He's driving it down. Kicks it out to Brunson. Extra pass to Bridges. Wide open right corner 3. Mikal Bridges with the splash, the ball movement, the trust, the crisp passing. Ends up with a wide open 3 for Bridges, and I'm happy he knocked down that corner 3. Maybe getting out of the slump a little bit. Cunningham driving it down. They kick it out to Thompson. They leave him wide open. Now he's going to look to attack Anunoby, and he draws the foul on Anunoby. And they've been calling these little ticky-tack fouls when players are attacking the basket all night long. And they get Anunoby with one here as well. Big Task said, why does Cade Cunningham look like Lonzo Ball? Nah, Big Task. I gotta get you some glasses, my man. I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. Speaking of Lonzo Ball, he may be available at the deadline from the Chicago Bulls. Now, Chicago does not like to make trades. So, probably a no-go for Lonzo. But I've always also been a big Lonzo fan, just like I've been a big Cade fan. And unfortunately, Lonzo's dealt with a ton of injuries throughout his career, but he seems to be healthy now. Seems to be ready to go, and he's always been a high-level impact player, always impacts winning. So shout out to Lonzo. I hope his career is right back on track, but I would like to see him in a Knicks jersey off the bench one day because I do think he's really damn good. Really damn good. Helps you win basketball games. Thompson knocks down both of his free throws, tying it at 45. A little bit over 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Brunson up top coming to his right. Gets some space. Attacking Sasser. Leaning in. Puts up the floater off glass. Gets it to go down. That's JB right there creating the space. Knocking down the shot. His good play continues here tonight. Sasser bringing it down. Hands it off to Harris. Harris being guarded by Bridges. Goes under the screen. He's going to look to dance. Now coming to his right. Bridges fights over the screen. Now he's coming back to his left. Gets to the foul line to pull up jumper. Comes up short. Josh Hart taking the rebound away from Dern. And the Knicks are pushing the other way. Josh Hart tries to hit the bullet pass over to Brunson and a turnover. Bad pass from Josh Hart. Trying to get a little too fancy. Harris kicks it out to Sasser. Extra pass to Hardaway Jr. Back to Sasser. Puts up the 3 over Josh Hart. A good contest. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Dern has it in the paint. Hard dribble. Gets it over to Sasser. He's going to pull it back out as Towns steps out to guard him. And they swing it around to Thompson. Coming to his right. Picks his dribble up, out to Harris, catches, puts up the three over Bridges, comes up short. Josh Hart rips down yet another rebound. He's been a vacuum tonight on the glass, as he's been all season long. Brunson coming to his right up a high Bridges screen, now coming to his left. Kicks it out to Towns, inside pass to Josh Hart, catches, pump fake, leans in, puts it above glass, can't get it to go, but a foul on Thompson. And again, Thompson with his hands up, saying like, where's the foul? How did I foul him? I'm just standing there. But they got him on the body contact. They've been calling this little ticky-tack, little body contact foul all night long. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't. Tonight they're calling it tight, and the Knicks are taking advantage of it. Oh, he did have the left hand reaching in, though. Did have that left hand reaching in, though. And Towns is upset. Josh Hart didn't give him the assist there. Josh Hart at the foul line gets the first one to go. Kate Hazy, the Knicks are now in the bonus. Every foul from here on out with 5:20 to go will send the Knicks to the foul line. Josh Hart knocks down both of them. Sasser bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. And they call an off-ball foul, and the Knicks fighting through some screens. I believe on Josh Hart, either Josh Hart or Brunson. Keith Kendrick said, glad to see the defense pick up. I mean, sometimes you just got to warm up into the game, Keith. How are they going to come out? Who do we got to focus on? How are they going to play? You know? Mark said Josh Poo with 10 rebounds already. Oh, my goodness. We got to go through the box score at halftime. I like to wait till halftime. I like to see the stats accumulate, and then we'll check in on halftime. But he's already up to 10. It feels like he should be up to 10. It feels like he's grabbing a defensive rebound every time down as Hardaway knocks down a little floater in the lane. Josh Hart bringing it down, 49-47. Knicks with a 2-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Josh Hart gets it over to Brunson, coming to his left off the Towns screen. Fends off the defender, pocket pass to Towns for the pick and pop, and he knocks down the straightaway three. Sometimes basketball can be oh so simple. And Towns is still out there flexing and wincing at the hand every time he shoots that ball. Duren down the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to go, and Towns now hunched over, holding his belly. Something's always up with Towns. 52-49, 4:30 to go. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his right off a Towns screen. Off a Hart screen, excuse me. And now has it on the right wing against Hardaway. Half spin, step back, picks his dribble up, kicks it out to McBride. Wide open straightaway three. McBride too long, fight for the rebound. Thompson knocks it away. He picks it up, now he's bringing it down. Thompson, head down, gets it over to Duren. Extra pass to Harris, goes up against the basket. Against Anunoby, gets the layup to go. Tough finish from Harris there. 4 minutes to go. Josh Hart on the left wing with a 1-point lead. Feeds Towns in the post. Swings through, goes along the baseline against Duren, and gets the reverse dunk to go down. Here comes Harris, bringing it down, hands it off to Hardaway. Josh Hart slips and falls. They try to get it over to Harris, but knocked out of bounds by the Knicks, so the ball will remain with the Pistons. Keenan Hart said, okay, Towns just slammed it. He did. He did. Every play down, Towns is holding the hand, holding the stomach, holding his abdomen, holding his hip, holding his side, and then they get the ball to him on the offensive end, and he's like, all right, let me go to work real quick. They throw it over the top to Harris. They kick it out to Sasser. Good defense for McBride to close that airspace. Sasser in the left corner feeds Harris in the post against Brunson again. Faces up. Now he's going to back him down. Oh, and just shoved off of Brunson. Puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. No foul call. That was a shot from Harris, and Brunson blows past him, stops, pump fakes, kicks it out to Towns. Another straightaway three as the trailer. Can't get that one to go. McBride with the offensive rebound, kicks out to Brunson on the right wing for an open three, and Brunson makes them pay. Knocking down the three. Doesn't even hit the rim. Nothing but net for our captain, Jalen Brunson. And now a 6-point lead for the Knicks, 57-51. 3 minutes to go. They get it over to Thompson, a left wing three. He's not known for his threes, but he answers right back with a three of his own. Brunson bringing it down. Has it on the right wing, being guarded by Hardaway Jr. Coming to his left off the Town screen. Driving it down. Blows past the defense. Hangs in the paint. Puts up the floater. Gets it to go. Vintage Brunson right there. Sasser bringing it down against McBride. Coming to his right, now crosses over to his left, dancing around the Duren screen, leaning in, puts up the floater, comes up short. Towns with the rebound, lost it. Josh Hart picks it up, because of course he does. He's off and running. It's a 3-on-2. They get it over to Brunson on the left wing for another one. Can't get that one to go. Hardaway Jr. with the long rebound. And then they call a foul on Josh Hart. Keenan Hart said Harris threw a nasty elbow to JB. I fully expected there to be a foul call, and the play just continued. The High Vibe. What's up, High Vibe? Let's go, Knicks. Our resident Hornets fan rooting on the Knicks while his Hornets are trying to figure things out in the background. Appreciate you, High Vibe. Appreciate you. Shade. What's up, Shade? Sorry, love. So Jalen Brunson, Jalen Green, OG Anunoby, Towns, and Zion. Where's all that money coming from, Sire Love? Who's giving up money? Who's giving up money amongst those players? OG already got paid. Brunson already gave up money. Towns is on a huge contract. He's gotten paid. Zion signed his contract extension, although his next ones should be coming up fairly soon. Jalen Green wants a lot of money. Who's giving up money there? Keenan Hart said Zion, man, he's so good when he decides to play one a knucklehead. I think the scary thing about Zion is I watched him the other night. You know, the Pelicans played the Celtics last night. And I watched that game because obviously I'm rooting for Celtics losses. And the Pelicans were in it. And they had their chance at the end to win it. But I was so impressed with how Zion looked. He hasn't looked that explosive and that dangerous since Duke. And I think he's in a really good shape this year, just from watching him. I don't know if the cardio's there because he's still on a minutes restriction and whatnot. But there was a play I'm referencing that made me think how explosive he is, where he caught it in the paint and took the 2 steps. Like he caught it, he did this. He caught it, took the 2 steps like this, and just exploded towards the basket. And Luke Cornett was the big man defending the paint, defending the rim. And Luke Cornett jumped straight up, and Zion went right through his chest. It looked like a car crash in midair. Zion had nasty intentions. And that's the Zion I thought we were going to get in the NBA. I think that's the Zion everybody thought we were going to get in the NBA. And he just hasn't been in shape, and he hasn't been healthy. But I'm telling you, he hasn't looked that explosive to me since Duke. That was impressive. And I know he got suspended the one game for being late all the time, and he's been out all year with the hamstring thing. So I just think if you put him on a different team right now, he's going to start taking his career seriously. There's something going on in New Orleans where guys are constantly getting hurt. Guys are constantly in and out of the lineup. I just don't think they have a good medical staff, as Tim Hardaway Jr. misses a baseline jumper. I'm a believer in Zion after what I saw from last night. Call me crazy, but I think a change of scenery is going to do him wonders. Brunson in the paint, posting up Cade Cunningham, misses the little hook shot in the paint. And now here comes Cade pushing the other way. 2 minutes to go. Cade up top, in and out dribble, blows by Bridges. A beautiful move, gets to the basket, and he gets the finger roll layup to go over Towns. My goodness. A gorgeous move from Cade Cunningham there. Brunson bringing it down, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns as the trailer, attacking Stewart, putting his head down, attacking, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call, he doesn't get it. Harris with the rebound, pushing the other way, going all the way, kicks it over in the corner. Extra pass to Hardaway Jr. on the right wing for a 3, splashes it, nothing but net. And just like that, Detroit comes out of that timeout with 5 quick points, tying it up at 59. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Cade. Coming to his left off the town screen. Blown past Stewart. Driving against Cade Cunningham. Draws the foul and 1 for Brunson. If there's anything to criticize from Cade Cunningham's game, I think he lets too many silly fouls. He's a little bit like Towns defensively, where I think he just gives up too many silly fouls, too many silly reach-ins, and too many and-ones. I think part of that is being not as focused and locked in defensively, considered with all of the offensive burden he has and whatnot, but no excuse, man. No excuse. Cade Hazy, 4 fouls on Cade. See, he's hagging and whacking away. Brunson got the and 1, and now gets the conventional 3-point play, knocking down the free throw. Cy Love said, OG said Zion is one of the hardest people to guard in the NBA. I respect when OG said something. Yeah, and he should be. He should be. He's huge. He's strong. He's explosive. He can jump over anybody. He's super quick. He's got a quick first step. Like, it should not be possible to guard him. Beasley trying to continue his hot shooting, puts up a contested three, can't get it to go. Good defense from the Knicks there on Beasley. Brunson pushing the other way, draws the foul, and Beasley flips it up to the basket, sending him back to the foul line for 2 free throws. He missed the layup, or missed the floater, but going back to the foul line. Asher said, you say that, Chevy, but it's also Brunson. Not many people can guard Brunson. Nah, look, Brunson, I've said it before, he's a star who, at various points, the last year and a half, he's been knocking on the door of superstar. And you just can't guard those players. As Brunson misses a free throw. As I'm singing his praises, he lets me down by missing a free throw. But, like, when you get to that point, there is no guarding you one-on-one ever. Ever. That's when teams have to game plan to guard you with a team, right? That's Giannis level. That's Jokic level. That's even Tatum level, Knicks with a 4-point lead, 63-59. Sasser rushing it down the court, hands it off to Beasley. Beasley coming to his left, off a Stewart screen, pocket pass to Stewart, puts up the floater, comes up short, Towns with the rebound, and here comes Jalen Brunson, bringing it down the other way. Brunson, in and out dribble, crosses over to his right, leaves it off for Towns as the trailer, catches, pump fakes, inside pass to Josh Hart, a bad pass, down low to McBride, bad pass from Towns, forcing it. Come on. Here comes Sasser pushing the other way, should be the final shot of the quarter. GG, breaking news, Zion is a Knick. Depends who we give up, but I wouldn't mind it, man. I wouldn't mind it. I'm a bigger fan of Zion than a lot. I think a lot of people are out on Zion. I'm still in. I'm still in. Sasser fires it at the buzzer and knocks it down right before halftime as the Knicks forced to bring a double team over to Harris. He just kicked it right back out to Sasser, and he knocks it down. And I think they're going to review it. Sasser catches, goes up. This is going to be close. Oh, that's so close. I don't think he got it off. I think it's in his fingertips. I think it's on his fingertips. I don't think they're going to count it. I don't think they're going to count that Sasser three. Literally on his fingertips with 0.1 on the clock. Literally in the next frame they show, it's out of his hands. But at that point, that's when it hit zero. So I don't think they're going to count it. That's as close as you can get, man. That's as close as you can get. Keith Kenner said, why are we forced to double Harris? Because the Knicks are giving up switches. Anunoby and Bridges are giving up switches with Harris when he comes off the screen, so Brunson ends up guarding him. It is a shot clock violation. No 3 points for Detroit. The Knicks catch a bit of a break. They're forced to double Harris because they got Brunson on him and Harris is backing him down. And they try to wait as long as they can before they bring that double team. But Harris is expecting it. He's holding on to that ball, expecting the double team. But they put 1.2 left on the clock. Knicks with 1.2 on the clock, you can definitely get a decent shot up here. McBride throws it over the top of Towns, catches, turns, fires. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Stewart, not giving him a clean look at all. And that's going to be the end of our first half, 63-59. Ooh, man. Shah said, yeah, but I'm Zion-sized, and I know their medical trainer. They've never seen anything like Zion. They don't know what to do with him. He shouldn't be the same way he was in high school. He shouldn't be the same way he was in high school. I don't think he is. Matter of fact, he's probably heavier. But I think the worst thing that ever happened to him in his career is going to New Orleans. And he didn't take it seriously. You could tell he clearly didn't want to be there. He was never bought into New Orleans, and that's on him. It's 100% on him. He was never bought into New Orleans. He never took his career seriously, and he's paid the price for it. Because when you don't take your career seriously and you try to play an 82-game season as a professional athlete, you get hurt, and you get hurt often. And he's been hurt, and he's been hurt very often. It's already negatively impacted his career. Earnings-wise, I don't know if teams are going to be willing. Like you already saw New Orleans, right? The rookie contract extension they offered him was filled with all sorts of incentives of if he doesn't play this amount of games, if he's suffers another injury, then we have ways out of the contract. That's not where you want to be as a professional athlete, right? Where you're just they don't trust you at all. And now with the latest stuff of like constantly being late to the point where they had to suspend him a game, they made that very public. Well, we're suspending him because he's been late. And it's clear he's not taking his career seriously, which is an issue, obviously, on Zion, which is a character flaw on Zion. And all of his personal stuff that was aired out not too long ago should make teams somewhat concerned about him. How much is he going to be taking basketball seriously? If you go back to his time at Duke, all he talked about was how much he wanted to take basketball seriously and how important it was and how much he loved the game and all of that. I don't think that's gone. I think he lost that in being stuck in a situation that he didn't want to be in. Now, I also blame him for signing that rookie extension. I know he wanted the money. I know he was suffering a lot of injuries, and it's like, well, take the money that they're offering you. But at the same time, if you know that you're not happy there and you want out, you got to get out. You have to get out. And he didn't. And he stayed there. And I don't know, I guess it's thought at some point that he'll be able to move on. And he'll just take the money now and take his career seriously later. But I'm telling you, I saw last night a really in shape, healthy, explosive Zion. The most healthy and explosive I've seen him in his NBA career. And I think a team that takes a chance on Zion is obviously taking on a huge risk because you don't know if it's just a guy who doesn't love basketball anymore, a la Ben Simmons, or is he a guy that just doesn't want to be in New Orleans anymore and is just waiting for his next team to really give him a real shot with like a real organization. Because if you guys don't know, New Orleans is one of the worst run organizations in the league. I don't mean that disparagingly, like out of pocket or anything like that. I feel bad for the fans because the owners just haven't taken care of that franchise the way a lot of other owners do. But, they have good players on that team. And when fully healthy, they should be dangerous. But that's the issue with that team. It's not just the Zion thing. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy III, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, all on that team, constantly injured. So at some point, I just have to put the onus of a lot of it on the training staff. Like, what are you guys doing over there in New Orleans? The reason why the Knicks don't suffer a lot of calf injuries, hamstring pulls, a lot of stuff like that is because the Knicks invested and have a really good training staff. Big Ruts are like, bro, how do you miss the bus? That's childish. For sure. Huge red flag, which is why any team that, when he's on his next team, because he's not long for New Orleans, obviously, when he's on his next team, they're going to be taking on a huge risk. Like, is he going to be able to take this seriously? I don't know. It's going to be a leap of faith. Shah said the media already painting him as a great lazy slob because they don't know how to train him. That's what the media does. Yeah. You have, TNT just making fat jokes all the time, as if they don't have the two guys who are most infamously known for having weight issues and being fat all the time. Every time they joke about Zion being fat, I'm like, Charles jokes about Zion being fat. I'm like, look across the table, man. Look at Shaq over there. Shah said they tried that with Wemby, but Wemby isn't American, so he knew how to shoo them away. Sire Love said, is the NBA in control of the Pelicans organization? No. They used to be, but I do think they finally were able to sell the Pelicans organization. The reason why the NBA was in control of the Pelicans organization is because they couldn't find anybody to buy the New Orleans team. You know? Eventually, they did find buyers for the team, but it's not like they made huge improvements. They did make some improvements. Not like they made huge improvements, though. Still a team that like needs a lot of love and care, but I think they're primed at some point to move. I feel bad for their fan base because that fan base is rabid. They want to see some winners. They've been blessed with some great draft picks. You know, we could go like Chris Paul to Anthony Davis to Zion. Like, that's a great pipeline of players, franchise leading players, and they squandered all three of them. To the point where all three of them were like, yeah, get me out of here. All three of them. All three of them. Keenan Hart said Brunson told them to hire Dallas's trainer. He thought he was good. Notice fewer injuries this year so far. Yeah. I mean, if there's anything you know that gets underrated by Leon Rose's regime so far and his leadership is that he knows that like I'm not going to be the guy to do everything, obviously. So I'm going to go hire the best people in their field. He went and poached Brock Aller away from Cleveland, who is widely regarded as the best capologist in the league. And what do you know? The Knicks have one of the best are one of the best teams in managing the cap this season. Or not just this season. In the Leon Rose tenure, they've been one of the best teams in managing their cap space and managing their books. Even now that they made all these moves, the reason they were able to make all those moves is because they managed the book so well. And you can look right at Brock Aller, who was poached by Leon Rose, almost one of his immediate hires. Another immediate hire from Leon Rose, who was a couple of highly valued NBA scouts. And he hired a handful of them. One of them was, I forget his name, something Xenon, I think. He was one of the lead scouts, one of the lead college scouts for OKC. Oh, we know OKC's fantastic at drafting. He poached one of their best scouts when he first got hired. And what do you know? The Knicks became a really good drafting team. So, you know, and there's multiple things like that. Like you just brought up, Keenan Hart, about the guy from Dallas who was fantastic at, you know, who's a fantastic trainer. Brunson really trusts him. You go out and you poach him. Like the Knicks have so much money. Dolan and the MSG company have so much money. And there's other ways to invest in the team outside of just throwing a ton of money at the players because there's a cap. There's only so much money you can offer the players, right? Under the CBA, obviously. And this year it's gotten more restrictive. But there's other ways to improve the team. Training staff, scouting, the scouting staff, obviously the coaching staff. Go out and get the best assistant coaches that you can. All kinds of spots. Carollos Icladios said, why isn't Cade playing? Cade is playing. We're at halftime right now. Speaking of halftime, let's go through the box score. Chris Rose said, I watched that game. Zion played good. He played really well. Played really well in that game. Like I said, it's the most explosive I've seen him in his NBA career so far. Brought me back to those Duke days, man. All right, let's go through the box score. Pretty egalitarian scoring so far from the Pistons. Everybody's getting some. The only person in double figures is Beasley, where he's got 12 points, and all of them coming from the three-point line, 4 for 5 from 3. But outside of that, Thompson with 9, Cade with 7, Duren with 8, Hardaway Jr. with 8, Harris with 6, Holland with 4, Stewart with 5, Sasser with 3. Everybody's getting on the action. The only person who hasn't scored yet, who's played, is Fontecchio, who's 0 for 2 from the field and 0 for 1 from 3. They've got a lot of players who they trust to play. This is what a deep team looks like. They don't have the stars that the Knicks do, but the reason why they're hanging in with teams nowadays, the Pistons, is because they went out and they got some professional basketball players. Hardaway Jr., Harris, Beasley, all of these guys are contributing. Trading for Fontecchio, all of these guys are contributing to help lift up the younger guys, and Durant, and Cunningham, and Thompson, and Holland, who's the rookie, even Stewart, who's a little bit older, but still a younger player on the team. Marcus Sasser, even Jaden Ivey, who's now out for the season, but playing very well this year. You know? Tobias Harris is 1 for 8 from the field. Maybe they should just let him post and toast Brunson and see what he could do. 1 for 8 is not great. He does have 4 assists, though, because every time he gets Brunson on him, he's putting him down in the block, forcing double teams. Overall, though, they have 14 assists and 22 rebounds. The Knicks, Towns and Brunson leading the way. 17 for Brunson, 16 for Towns. Towns also with 6 rebounds, Brunson with 5 assists. 4 turnovers for Towns, though. He's had some sloppy passes tonight. And Brunson with 2 turnovers. A little uncharacteristic from him. Josh Hart tonight has only taken 1 shot, missed it, but he is 5 for 6 from the foul line. The Knicks are getting to the foul line. 4 for 5 from Brunson and 6 for 6 from Towns. Josh Hart, though, 5 points, 11 rebounds, I should say. 5 points, 11 rebounds for Towns. Also 3 assists. OG Anunoby's 2 for 4 points. Bridges has 8 points. Did knock down a 3. It's nice to see, but he's only taken 3 shots. Anunoby's only taken 4. We need a little bit more from those guys. We need a little bit more from Bridges, who's supposed to be the third guy on the team, the third guy in the big 3. He's supposed to be the third guy, even though big 3s don't exist anymore. He's supposed to be the third guy, the third option, and he just hasn't really been that these last couple of weeks. Like, where's mid-range Bridges at? Why is he only shooting 3s or going to the basket? Where's that mid-range at, Bridges? What's going on? Where'd that go? Why did that completely disappear? Off the bench, another good game from Campaign. 10 points and assist. He missed 1 shot, and it was a really silly shot that ended up sending him to the bench. A pull-up right wing 3 in transition where none of his teammates were back on offense to help him. It was a really bad shot, and it ultimately sent him to the bench. But in 6 minutes, had 10 points. He was explosive. He was good. He was solid. I just want to see some smarter play when he gets back into it. Hopefully, Tom Thibodeau gives him more than 6 minutes in the next half. McBride played 14 minutes. He's our de facto 6th man. Only 3 points, a rebound, and an assist, but you felt his defense out there. You felt his presence. He was solid. Thought Achua was okay in his 5 minutes, 3 boards. That's pretty much it. Some okay screens. Shaman took a 3, didn't knock it down. He played 4 minutes. You got to play them a little bit longer, Tibbs. You got to play them a little bit longer. He brought them in earlier in the first, only to take them out earlier in the second and run the starters a little bit, same amount of time. It's like, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. I know he took them out because the Knicks went down by 10 at that point, I believe. But, he inserted Campaign. Campaign hit a couple of 3s, helping them get back into it. But, don't play all 4 of them at the same time then. It's never going to be a good lineup. Josh Hart's a plus 13. He's been fantastic tonight. As usual. The game's about to come back on for the second half. But real quick, Timberwolves beating the Wizards. Warriors tight with the Raptors. Rockets, Grizzlies pairing off yet again. No East teams of note here tonight outside of this Knicks Pistons game. So let's get back to it. Here we go. Mark 10-3 Rams. I do think the Rams are gonna win it, man. With everything happening in LA right now, could galvanize the team. Cade Cunningham bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Hardaway Jr., coming to his right off the screen, and they call a moving screen on Duren. Brunson doing a good job trying to fight around that screen from Duren. AB said, no third quarter of doom, please. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns has it on the right wing, gets it up top to Hart. Hart hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby gets it over to Brunson on the right wing, coming off a Towns screen, off ball, can't get the pull-up three on the right wing to go. Or the spot-up three, I should say. Duren with the rebound, here comes Cunningham. Quick hit ahead to Thompson, who just blows past the defense, but misses the layup. Duren had it, lost it, gets it back. He's in the paint, kicks it out to Cunningham. Quick catch and 5 from 3, knocks it down. You got to find him off the offensive rebound. Brunson bringing it down. Now 1-point game, 63-62. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left off a Town screen. Driving it down against Duren, blowing past him, stops, shoves him off, puts up the floater, bounces on the rim a couple of times, and he gets a nice, friendly, soft touch. Gets the ball to drop down after hanging on the rim for a couple of bounces. Thompson bringing it down, knocked out of his hands. It's going to go back to the Pistons. They get knocked out of bounds. Carollo said need Cade to get over 30.5 points and assists. I think that's pretty safe. He'll get that. He averages 24-9. So, pretty safe he'll get that. Cunningham driving it down against Bridges, leans in, pump fake, stops, turns, fall away over Bridges. Great defense, didn't matter. As Cade knocks down the fall away jumper yet again. 2 straight shots for Cade Cunningham going down. It's not a great start for the Knicks in the third quarter if Cade Cunningham's going to start going off like this. Josh Hart bringing it down as Towns is flexing the hand yet again. Gets it over to Brunson, coming to his left off a Town screen. Now coming to his right off a Town screen, dancing with it against Cunningham. They bring 2 over to Bridges, right corner 3, standing there all by himself, and he splashes a 3. Like to see Mikal Bridges knocking down threes again. Thank you, Mikal. Hopefully he gets out of this slump. Cunningham has it in the post against Bridges. He's feeling it, spinning, going along the baseline. Gets blocked by Bridges under the basket, and Josh Hart steals the ball away from Duren, who had an easy path to the basket, bounce past the Bridges, who blows the layup. Come on, Mikal. We got to get those. And Hardaway Jr. pushing the other way. They got the numbers game over to Thompson in the paint. Stops, pump fake, leans in. Good defense from Towns, not the foul. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Hardaway kicks it over to Cunningham, puts it up over Bridges. Good defense, and it didn't matter one bit. Cunningham, well contested from Bridges, knocks down the 3 anyway. And Cunningham is feeling it coming out after halftime, getting them 3 points right back. Josh Hart bringing it down. Gets it over to Brunson. Coming to his right off of Josh Hart screen. Hang dribble, driving it right into Cunningham. Stops, turns, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Up top, puts up the straightaway 3. Gets the 3 points right back. Okay, now we got some NBA action. Both of these teams going back and forth now. Cade up top, coming to his left off a couple of screens, driving it down, stops, turns, spins in the paint, puts it up with the one hand, gets the foul, and 1 for Cade Cunningham. Oh my goodness, he's hooping. He is hooping. Boy, is he hooping. AB said, what do you guys think Leon Rose is going to do? And Mark said, I already said it, AP. Chevy don't want to hear it, though. I don't want to hear that we're going to trade Mitchell Robinson. It's likely they trade him. It does not mean that I want them to do it. Cunningham knocks down his and 1 free throw, by the way. Brunson has it up top, 9 minutes to go. Forgot to start the timer. He's coming to his right off of Josh Hart's screen. They bring 2. Brunson goes right into Cade, gets it over to Josh, gets it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing, pump fakes, driving it down against the contact. Scoop layup, can't get it to go, but he draws the foul on Duren, sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws, just under 9 minutes to go. Mark said foul, Cade out. How many fouls does Cade have? Something I did not check was the foul situation. We know a lot of the Pistons in foul trouble. Knicks drawing a lot of fouls here tonight. Cade has 4 fouls. Cade does have 4 fouls. Duren, 2 fouls, although he just picked up 1 here. That should be 3. Towns at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knicks with a 1-point lead, and Towns misses the first. And he's still flexing that hand. Not great. Not great. AB said, do you admit that the team is not conference finals contender as is? Oh, they're definitely a conference finals contender. Come on, AP. They can definitely make the conference finals. For sure. For sure. Cunningham on the left wing, coming to his left off of Stewart's screen. Pull up three, left wing, comes up short. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Josh Hart. Towns did knock down his second free throw. Brunson on the right wing, gets it over to Anunoby in the post against Cunningham. Leans in, goes up against the contact, lays it up and in. They're attacking Cade Cunningham defensively, knowing he's got those 4 fouls. Cunningham up top against Anunoby, in and out dribble, driving to his right. Cross-court pass to, not cross-court pass, gets it over, down low to Stewart on the roll. It looked like it was going to be a cross-court pass, but he was feeding Stewart on the roll. Stewart catches and finishes over Karl-Anthony Towns. Little flip shot. 74-72. 8 minutes to go. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. They show 2. Now Thompson gets back to guard him. Brunson stepping back, going in, kicks it out. Josh Hart on the right wing. Down low to Towns. Towns backing down Stewart. Flips it up with the left hand over Stewart. Good defense from Stewart. Towns can't get it to go. Here comes Harris, pushing the pace, gets it over to Thompson. Thompson driving to his left on Brunson, spins to his right, goes up at the basket, and gets the spin layup to go down. Tying it up at 74 with under 8 to go. Brunson has it up top, gets it down low to Anunoby, swings through, goes along the baseline against Cunningham, and knocked out of the hands by Cunningham. Good defense, risky defense from Cunningham, but he got the strip steal on Anunoby. Got to be smarter with the ball. AP said the referees are not going to foul out the opposite star. I mean, they will if he does foul. Cunningham driving it down, a pull-up jumper over Anunoby. Beautifully contested from Anunoby, and it did not matter as Cade knocked down the pull-up jumper as the Pistons take a 2-point lead. Towns gets it over to Bridges on the right wing, coming to his left off a Towns screen. Stops in the paint, low fall-away jumper, comes up short. Didn't like that shot from Bridges. He didn't have balance. Thompson rips away the rebound. He's bringing it down. It's a 4-on-3. Gets it over to Hardaway. Pump fakes, driving it down, goes against the basket against Bridges, and gets the scoop layup to go down. And a timeout from Tom Thibodeau. He saw enough. He saw enough. AB said, what's the score? It is 78-72. Or 78-74. Excuse me. 4-point lead for the Pistons. Just under 7 minutes to go. AB said the NBA is scripted like the WWF. He's not fouling out. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? Keith Kendrick said another third quarter of doom. 5 minutes into the quarter, and Cade Cunningham has come out like a man on a mission right now. He said, all right, I had a subpar first half. Let me get in my bag. This is what stars do. This is what stars do. He's playing like a star right now. This is what stars do. And the Knicks got to be able to take this punch and then swing back. Let's see how they respond after this timeout. Mark said, AP's so old, he's still calling it the WWF. Speaking of, another Monday Night Raw on Netflix is live right now, which I will be checking out after the stream. When do the Knicks? All right, the Knicks play on Monday for the remainder of the month. All of January, they have Monday night games. All right, so I guess it doesn't matter because if the Knicks didn't have a Monday night game, we'd schedule a game anyway, so. Mark, the World Wildlife Foundation, absolutely, absolutely. Took the name away. Avy said WWF will always be its true name. At this point, I believe it's spent more time called WWE than WWF. Cade had, 8 points at halftime? He is now up to, 20? 12 points. 12 points already. Here we go. Checking back into the game. Cade's 8 for 17 from the floor, so he's wasn't very efficient in the first half, but he's come out like a man on a mission, like I said. 13 points here in the quarter. He had 7. Brunson bringing it down. Under 7 minutes to go. 78-74. To get it over to Bridges, and the Pistons come out in a zone. And get it over to Towns. Towns at the foul line in the high post, being guarded by Stewart. Just standing around from the Knicks. Come on. What are we standing around for? Dribbling against the zone. Forces it inside, just kick it out to Anunoby. Towns. Why are we forcing it inside the Bridges against the zone? As Cade just blows by the defense and gets a two-handed dunk. Towns. You had the easy kick out to a wide open Anunoby on the wing, and you try to force it down low to Bridges? Come on, Towns. You're smarter than that. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right off a Town screen. They bring 2. Gets it over to Bridges, swings it over to Anunoby on the left wing, catches, pump fakes, driving to his right, gets it back to Bridges, driving to his left, back to Anunoby, left wing 3 for OG, comes up short, Thompson skying and rips down a rebound with one hand, and now he's pushing the other way, and the Pistons, the youth, they're feeling it, kicks it out to Cunningham, puts up a straightaway 3, can't get it to go, Towns rips down a rebound, and here comes Brunson pushing the other way. Brunson has it up top, driving to his right, blows right past Thompson, in the paint, stops, pump fake, leans in, inside pass to Anunoby, stops, turns, kicks it out, Towns, a straightaway 3, he's open, he's got space, and he knocks down the 3, making the Pistons pay. That's good basketball right there. Now that's good basketball. And Towns continues to flex that hand. Cunningham coming to his right, gets it over to Stewart. Stewart being guarded by Towns, hands it off to Thompson. Thompson gets it over to Stewart. Good denial defense from the Knicks here. Anunoby knocks the ball loose. Josh Hart picks it up, shoves it over to Anunoby, loses it on the way up. Josh Hart able to pick it back up, gets it down low to Towns, who flips it up at the basket, gets it to go down. Could have been a disaster. Josh Hart is there to save us, though, as usual. As usual. Now, back to a one-point game. Pistons up by 1, 80-79, 5 minutes to go. Cunningham has it on the left wing, being guarded by Anunoby now. We're throwing the demon on Cade. Said, all right, we got to slow him down. They get it over to Harris in the post, being guarded by Josh Hart, backing him down, stops, turns, fall-away jumper in the paint, rattles it in. He was 1 for 8 before that shot. Got it to go down. Brunson bringing it down. Being guarded by Thompson. Brunson coming to his left off the Town screen, gets it over to Josh Hart, back to Brunson, being guarded by Stewart. Feed it down low to Towns in the post against Thompson, leans in. Ooh, beautiful behind the back pass to Bridges. Fall-away baseline jumper gets it to go. Nice shot from Bridges to give Towns that assist. Knicks again. He made it a little bit more complicated than needed to be. He had a wide open Anunoby on the right wing again, but that time forced it down low to Bridges. At least this time, it worked out for the Knicks. Harris has it on the right wing, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his right, off the Stewart screen. Towns switches onto him, stops, hesitates, puts up the right corner 3. Towns is looking at Anunoby saying, why did you switch that? You didn't call it out. Brunson bringing it down on the right wing. More miscommunication from the Knicks. Towns up top, being guarded by Stewart. Attacking to his left, putting his head down, attacking, taking the bump, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go, but he does get the foul call against Stewart, sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws. And Towns continuing to flex that right thumb of his. He has it taped up. Hopefully it's nothing more than just a sprain, a jammed finger, something of the sort. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Gigi said, what bothers me is that Towns is supposed to be a defensive mastermind, yet the team doesn't play defense, so what's the point of sticking with him? Because if Tom Thibodeau wasn't the defensive coach of this team, they'd probably be like the 24th ranked defense in the league. That's why. There's only so much you could do if you don't have good defensive players. They got Bridges, and they got Anunoby, and they got Josh Hart. But your 2 most important defensive positions, your point guard and your center, are not very good defenders. And then even the backup center for Towns is Precious Achiuwa right now. He's not a very good rim protector at center. And he doesn't space it enough to be a viable 4. Right? If the Knicks didn't have good offensive players on the team, but they had an offensive-minded coach, but they weren't a very good offense, would you be sitting here and being like, how dare the coach not make this offense good? Like, it comes down to the players being able to communicate and make the defense work. And they're not able to do that because they don't have a good rim protector and a good communicator. Cade Cunningham takes another bump, blowing right past Anunoby, gets the foul, and one again going to the basket. Cade is being special right now. He is being special right now. Isaiah Gardner said, Knicks got to communicate better on defense. They do. They do. Cade knocks down his and one free throw. Brunson bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Beasley. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right, off the Achua screen, gets it back to Brunson. Brunson tries the crossover on Beasley. Beasley gets his hand on it, takes it right out of Brunson's hands. He's attacking. Gets fouled by Bridges going to the basket. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. AB said this is on Leon Rose. He's the one that has to fix this. Yeah, man. I mean, it's nobody's fault. Like, he put together a championship contending team, like a championship contending core. Now you have to build out on the fringes. You don't build the championship team in one season. You know, like how long did the Celtics have Brown and Tatum before they finally figured out the right pieces and put together the right pieces to put together a championship team? You know, like sometimes it takes years. It takes years sometimes. You know, like you're not going to get it in year one. You were never going to get it in year one. Like I said, they're a fringe. As Beasley misses a free throw, we love missed free throws from our opponents. The Knicks are a dark horse championship team. The only way they can win a championship this year is if everything breaks right for them. That's injury-wise, that's matchup-wise, that's timing-wise, that's everything. That's if they have hot shooting nights. That's if Anunoby and Bridges just connect during playoff time and it all works out. They need everything to go well. Unlikely to happen. But, like, it's not going to happen in year one. It's nobody's fault. It's not Leon Rose's fault. It's not Tom Thibodeau's fault. It's not the players' fault. They'll build out the bench as time goes on. They're going to need more time. That's it. That's all it is. So all we're going to do right now is just enjoy the basketball. Notice that this team is a legit awesome team, and we're going to enjoy it. Because for the past 20 years, you know what the Knicks had? A whole lot of nothing but hope. As Sasser gets into the paint and knocks down a floater. 91-82, Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top, and the Pistons are in the zone that has confuzzled the Knicks right now. Brunson snaking his way down the paint, kicks it out to Anunoby in the corner. He pump fakes, he's driving it down, goes up, and he throws it down with 2 hands over Stewart. My goodness, OG. Explode to the basket then. Keith said, don't know what we did at halftime, but we don't discuss defense. They absolutely discuss defense. You know what happened? Cade Cunningham said, I'm going to be a star. Like, I don't know why you guys find it real difficult to give credit to the opponent sometimes, but like sometimes the opponent's just like, yeah, we're going to be awesome now. Cade Cunningham just decided I'm going to be awesome right now. And he's been awesome. Sasser has it up top, loses it, turnover. Here comes Precious Achua pushing the other way. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges in transition to pull up 3, splashes in nothing but net. There you go, Mikhail. He's knocking down threes here today. The shot has come back. Maybe the slump is over. You'll love to see it. Sasser has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Beasley. Beasley puts up a 3. Good contest from Achua. Bricks it. Can't get it to go. Brunson, good box out on Fontecchio, and they call the foul on Fontecchio. Ball going back to the Knicks. He said, then you blitz him and you make someone else beat you? Hey, man, when you got Anunoby on him, you telling me you're going to leave Tim Hardaway Jr. open and you're going to leave Beasley open? Because you've been in the chat all night long, Keith, talking about they don't defend the 3. And now you want them to leave 3-point shooters open, Keith? Come on, man. Do you understand how this works? The reason why you got Bridges and Anunoby out there is to stop guys like Cade Cunningham. The reason why Cade Cunningham is the star that he is because he's going to take on matchups like OG Anunoby, like Mikal Bridges, and say, I'm going to get buckets anyway. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to Cade Cunningham knocking down tough shot after tough shot over Bridges, over Anunoby. K. Hayes said he didn't expect the Achua there. He did not. He did not. He bricked that 3 off the backboard. Hit the backboard before it hit the rim. And that's never a good sign. Chi-Chi said, Leon tried to fix something that was not broken. It was also never going to be a championship team, Chi-Chi. They needed to run last year's team back. Chi-Chi, How are they going to run last year's team back when Isaiah Hartenstein said, yeah, I don't want to be in New York anymore, I'm leaving, after Leon Rose offered him the most amount of money he could? Y'all keep talking about they decided to blow up last year's team like they had an option at center. You know who would be the Knicks starting center right now? Jericho Sims and Precious Achiuwa, or Precious Achiuwa. You know what team is not competing with the Celtics or the Thunder or any of these other teams or the Cavs or anybody with Precious Achiuwa as your starting center? The New York Knicks with Julius Randle as your starting power forward and Precious Achiuwa as your starting center? Like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all are acting like Isaiah Hartenstein and the Knicks just decided to just let him go. Like, were you guys here during the offseason? Come on, man. Come on. AB said, I think last year's team could have been a championship team. All right, take Isaiah Hartenstein off the team, AP. What are we discussing here? We went through this. We went through this. Why are y'all pretending like the Knicks have Karl Anthony Towns and like, oh, well, we would have had Towns and Randall and DiVincenzo and all those guys. Like, they didn't have a center. Precious Achiuwa would have been our starting center. Last year's team was not broken up by Leon Rose. It was broken up by Isaiah Hartenstein. AB said, iHeart is not Leon's fault. Exactly. Exactly. Jalen Brunson bringing it down. Under 2 minutes to go. Being guarded by Sasser. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right. Off the hard screen. Has it on the right wing against Fontecchio. Coming to his left. They're going to send Sasser back out. They're back in that zone. Gets it over to Achiuwa. Cutting down to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Rushed it. Come on, Precious. You're too big to be rushing shots down under the basket like that. Sasser has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right off the Stewart screen. Pulling it back out. Steps back. Bridges switches back onto him. Now gets it over to Beasley. Pump fakes, driving it down, step back, fall away, two over Achiuwa. In and out, can't get it to go. Fontecchio right there for the offensive rebound and put back. Josh Hart bringing it down. Driving to his left, putting his head down, attacking, Euro-stepping, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Brunson up top. Brunson, back to Josh Hart, extra pass to Bridges, a right corner three from Bridges. He's been hitting them, and he continues to hit them. Mikal Bridges with yet another three here tonight. He's cooking tonight. He's cooking in the second half. Sasser has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Fontecchio. Hands it back to Sasser. Coming to his left, and they call the foul on Fontecchio as Bridges runs right into the screen. Fontecchio was moving as he was walking right into Bridges, and they call the foul. Ball going back to the Knicks. David said we weren't winning a chip with iHeart. Now we'll never know. Now we'll never know. Chi said chemistry is everything in the NBA, and they had a ton of chemistry. All right, man, then stop complaining about this team, because the chemistry is going to take more than a year to build after you just made a seismic change to two players, the two starting players in your unit. Bridges puts up a three, can't get it to go. Everyone's under contract for more than 3 years, my man. Then let the chemistry grow, if that's how you believe. You know, stop complaining about, oh, the Knicks don't have chemistry this year when they haven't even played one season together yet. Come on, man. Josh Hart will pull up three after Sasser made a shot, can't get it to go. He's trying to go for the 2-for-1, but Achiuwa with the offensive rebound, driving it down, hands it off to Towns. Towns catches, pump fakes, driving to his left against the defense, gets stripped, and Towns holding the thumb and the hand yet again, and he's going into the crowd. Sasser did knock down that floater before. So it's 95-90, and Towns is in serious pain holding the hand. John Corley, what's up, John? Mark said, Cat is hurt. Harris is playing dirty. He's not playing dirty. He just went for a strip steal. Nothing dirty about it. Towns remains in the game. Brunson coming to his right off the Town screen. Stewart switches onto him. 15 seconds to go. Knicks down by 5. Brunson struggling with his dribble. Now crosses over to his right. One-legged fall-away baseline jumper. Airballs it. Towns with the putback. But it's a shot clock violation as the ball didn't even hit the rim. David said, Jersey here, Nets can come back. They had more fans when they were in Jersey, man. Isaiah Gardner said, we got to see if OKC can go far in the playoffs because in big moments, they fumbled, especially in the in-season tournament finals cup. They got clapped by the Bucks. They also didn't have their second-best player in Chet Holmgren. You know? Harris put up jumper, can't get it to go, and that's going to be the end of the quarter with the missed mid-range jumper from Harris and the missed mid-range jumper from Brunson, and it's going to take us to the fourth quarter, 95-90. And Ellie was popping, my guy Ellie, joining or rejoining as a member here on YouTube. I appreciate you, Ellie, man. Thank you, Ellie. Chi-Chi said, nah, Sims has Butterfingers. Sims looks like Ben Wallace, but plays like George Muresan. Yeah, man, look, they got slim pickings at center. They don't make that Towns trade. They got nothing. Appreciate you, Ellie. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Keith Kendrick said, awful third quarter. Wasn't that bad. Could have been worse. We've seen awful, Keith. We've seen awful. Kinhara said Newark needs a new, like, everything. For sure. If anybody has never been to Newark, New Jersey, it's rough out there. It is a rough part of town. Like, just not a whole lot that's great going on over there. Every other part of New Jersey right now, like all the surrounding areas, getting a whole lot of work done, a whole lot of construction going on in New Jersey right now. Newark, still taking a backseat. We got 12 minutes of basketball here. Down by 5. We got some work to do. Shah said that stadium in New York is pretty new, though. Newark's gonna be on the up and up at some point. Keith said 5 points up to 5 points down is pretty awful, especially when your starters play the whole quarter. Yeah. Especially when your starters play the whole quarter. That's a great point, Keith. But being down by 5 points when you were up 5 points is not awful, my man. Not in modern basketball. That is 2 threes. That's less than 2 threes. Especially when Cade put on the star performance and Karl Anthony Towns is out there holding his finger, clearly not at 100%. Isaiah Garner said, good thing OKC got iHeart because Chet ain't a good rebounder, especially how Dallas was getting the boards on them. Yeah, I mean, that is the reason why they went out and got Hartenstein. The reason. Here we go, start of the fourth quarter. Payne gets it over to Towns, who remains in the game. Hands it off the Bridges, coming to his right. He's got some space. And they call an offensive foul on Achua, I think. Or Payne? Somebody. Beasley bringing it down. Hands it off to Cade. Cade being guarded by McBride. Quick crossover to his left. Now gets it back out to Beasley. Beasley coming to his right. Lost the ball. Picks it back up. Bridges guarding him. Now coming to his left off a Stewart screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets fouled by Beasley. And one. Come on. Come on, Mikhail. So Beasley's going to go to the foul line for one more. Detroit with a 7-point lead, 97-90. Coming out of the fourth quarter. Beasley knocks down his and one free throw. Here comes McBride pushing the other way. Hands it off the Bridges. Now over to Towns. Towns hits Bridges cutting along the middle of the court and knocks down a little fall-away jumper in the paint. Bridges getting hot here. We're going to need him. Cade Cunningham crosses over on Bridges, and they call a foul on Mikhail. Yet again, another foul on Mikhail. Eli said, got league pass, and it's nice to actually sync up with you. I appreciate you, Eli, man. Thank you. Thank you. Cunningham has it up top, coming to his left, being guarded by McBride on the switch. Cunningham taking advantage of his size against McBride, goes for the scoop layup, can't get it to go. Towns with a good box down and rebound, quick outlet to Payne. Payne bringing it down, has it on the right wing. Gets it up top to Towns, stops, pump fakes. They leave him butt naked wide open, and Towns wide right. Bridges tried to save it, but hit the back of the backboard on the save. So the ball is going to go back to the Pistons, but hand clearly bothering Towns, way off on that three. One of the worst threes we've seen him shoot this year. Cade bringing it down against Bridges. Has it up top. Gets it over to Fontecchio. Now back to Cade. Cunningham coming to his left off the sewer screen. A pull-up three. Bridges trying to rear view contest. And Cunningham knocks it down anyway, man. I've been trying to tell y'all about this dude, Cade. And the Pistons are back in the zone. Looks like a little 3-2 zone. It looks a little bit like a 2-3 zone. Bridges, left corner three, knocks it down again. He's digging into his San Antonio Spurs, his Christmas Day bag right now. He is heating up here in this quarter. It's a 6-point game. They're going to need his shooting to get back into this one because they're not able to stop this Pistons team right now. As Beasley drives it down, misses the little floater. Towns with the rebound. There's a stop. Now get a score. Payne bringing it down against Beasley. Payne hands it off to Bridges, over to Towns. Towns, pass fake, driving it in, lost it, picks it back up, hands it off to Payne, right corner, puts it up, quick catch and fire shoot, hits the side of the backboard. Come on, Payne. Quick hit ahead to Beasley. Beasley on the left wing being guarded by Payne. He swings through to his left, putting his head down, attacking. Good defense from Payne. He goes up, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Towns. AP reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please go ahead. Hit the thumbs up button, like the stream. It is the best way to support the stream, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cunningham gets it into Stewart. Stewart has it up top, hands it off to Cunningham, coming to his left. Coming off the screen again, splits the double team, attacking, gets the lefty layup to go. Oh my goodness, a special move from Cade Cunningham going through 3 defenders there. McBride has it, leaves it off for Towns, a pull-up 3 in transition, knocks that one down. I guess the hand and the thumb are fine. Knocks that one down. They trade 3 for 2 there. Trying to climb back into this one. 103-98, it's a 5-point game. Cunningham coming to his left off the Stewart screen. They show 2 defenders, gets it over to Fontecchio, driving to his right, putting his head down, attacking, goes up against the contact, and gets fouled, going to the basket, sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws. AB said Cunningham is good, and then watch the Pistons go lose 3-0. Listen, they're winners of 8 of their last 10, man. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They have been winning, and winning a lot. Fontecchio knocks down his first free throw. Brunson and Hart checking back in. AB said, you sound like Marv Albert rooting for Michael Jordan. I can't help it, man. I can't help it. The stuff he's doing right now tonight is really special. The last play he got with the lefty layup, he split 3 defenders, man. Like dribbling around everybody. That's special stuff. It really is. Knicks got to play better defense, for sure. But he is carving them up, just like he did last time. Brunson bringing it down after the 2 made free throws from Fontecchio. Brunson off the handoff from Towns, driving it down, stops, turns. You got to get it out to Towns, Brunson. You got to get it out to Towns. I know they got hands there. I know they're expecting it. He drives it down, picks up the foul, misses the floater, but he's going to go to the foul line, 2 free throw. But coming off the screen, you got to turn around and hit Towns, man. You got 2 defenders on you. You got to know he's behind you. Towns also has to do a good job of making himself available, and the Knicks also have to do a good job of spreading the court to get guys out of the passing lanes. The reason why Brunson didn't throw that pass back out to Towns is because he had guys in the passing lane. Josh Hart, get the hell away from Towns. Isaiah Gardner Said, is OG invisible? I haven't really heard his name. He's been out of the game. I think he just checked back in the 9-minute mark. Yeah, he has been mostly absent. They tried feeding him early in the first half, but they haven't really found him too much here in the second half at all. Ronnie Saunders, plenty of time. 24-3 or 24-4? 24-3 mark? Oh my goodness. Vikings suck. Cunningham has it up top. Coming to his left. Anunoby guarding him. Now gets it over to Hardaway Jr. Brunson split the free throws, by the way. They get it over to Cunningham, and Anunoby rips it away from him. There you go, OG. Way to dig in defensively, digging in. Somebody got to guard Cade. They get it over to Towns. A deep pull-up three in transition. Bricks it off the side of the backboard, but Josh Hart tips it up. They get it out to Payne. Payne with the jab step. And because the shot didn't hit the rim, they shouldn't have reset the shot clock. Asher Cat said, we have an explosive offense. The Knicks can win this. Yes, they can. It's only a 6-point game. But they got to come up with stops. Stop and scores. Mark said, how was this Vikings team 14-3? They're dead. Hey, man, it was just that one magical season from Sam Darnold. And it's probably going to be the best season of his career. AB said, I'm playing F-Zero. I keep crushing like the Knicks. Brunson's got to get it in. Gets it in the Payne. Payne up top, hands it back off to Brunson. The Pistons are back in that zone. Back to Payne. They leave him wide open on the left wing, and he comes up short on the three. Come on, campaign. Cade Cunningham bringing it down. Coming to his right off a couple of screens. They're chasing him. They show two. They can't get out. Hardaway Jr., a straightaway three off the double team. Can't get it to go. Payne with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Payne pushing the other way. Has it up top. Don't shoot that. Okay. Leaves it off to Towns. Towns coming to his left. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right. Against the rookie Holland. Spins to his left. Spins again to his right. Puts up the fall-away jumper in the paint. Gets the go. Captain Clutch in his bag right now. In his bag. Cunningham has it up top. He's looking to respond. Being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his left off a couple of screens. They slip and fall. Towns slips and falls. Anunoby slips and falls. Falls right into Towns, actually. And it frees up Duren going to the basket. They throw the lob to him, and the Knicks force to foul Jalen Duren. You blow my nose. They get it into Harris. Harris on the right wing, high post, puts up the jumper over Anunoby, well contested, comes up short. Brunson with the rebound, and the Knicks are bringing it down. Brunson driving it down, flips it up at the basket. Can't get it to go, but Josh Hart tips it up and in, and the Pistons are upset. They wanted an offensive basket interference, but Josh Hart seemed to hang in the air just long enough to get the tip up and in. 105-103, 2-point game. Detroit's in the bonus. The Knicks are not. Holland up top, driving to his left on Anunoby, crosses over to his right, puts it up, can't get it to go. He does get it to go against the contact between Anunoby and Towns. The rookie Ron Holland got the floater to go anyway. Tough move from Holland. They get it over to Towns up top. Hits Brunson, cutting back door, puts up the floater, gets the floater to go. He's looking for a foul against Holland. Doesn't get it, but he does get the floater to go. Sasser has it up top. Being guarded by Payne. Dancing with it, pulls it all the way back out, being guarded by Brunson. Driving to his left, step back, puts up the step back three over Brunson. Oh my goodness, Marcus Sasser right between the eyes of Jalen Brunson on the step back three. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Holland. Quick crossover to his right against the town screen. Euro stepping down the lane, kicks it out to Anunoby. Left corner three, trying to get it right back. Comes up short. Holland with the rebound, and he's bringing it down. Needed that one, OG. We needed that one. Sasser has it up top, being guarded by Payne. Sasser coming to his left. Payne staying in front of him. Good defense from Payne. Digging in defensively. Sasser struggling with his handle. Now dribbling it down against Payne. Quick crossover to his right. Gets past him. Inside pass to Duren. Beautiful move from Marcus Sasser. He said, come here, Campaign. Come dance with me. And crosses him over. Come on, Campaign. At this point, Tibbs put in McBride for Payne. Put in McBride for Payne. Brunson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Sasser. Coming to his left off the Towns screen. Pistons are in this zone. They get it over to Towns. A straightaway three for Towns comes up short. Josh Hart, offensive rebound, gets it back to Towns. Towns catches, pump fakes, sidestep, kicks it over to Brunson. Wide open left corner three for Brunson. Comes up short. And Harris with the rebound. A lot of short shot from these Knicks players right now. Could it be the minutes? Could it be the minutes? The minutes police are going to be on his case here tonight. A lot of these shots in the fourth quarter are coming up short. Sasser has it up top. Quick crossover to his right. Campaign jumps the passing lane, steals it away from him. Josh Hart bringing it down over to Campaign. He's going to pull up for a three. It's a 3-on-1, and he misses it. But Anunoby right there for the offensive rebound and put back. At least we got the two. Under 5 minutes to go, 4:51. Robin Scholl, what's up, Robin? Ishmael Cooks, what's up, Ishmael? Keenan Hart said, I hate those transition threes. You and me both, Keenan Hart. You and me both. If there's two pet peeves I have with NBA offenses nowadays. Pull-up transition threes when you have the numbers advantage is number one. And number two, no pass possessions. Brunson does a couple of these every game. Every great player does a couple of these every game. Luka does them. Tatum does it. But I hate possessions where you come down the court and you have it and you feel like you have a mismatch and you're running pick and rolls and you're trying to get somebody switched onto you and then you go one-on-one and then you take a shot and nobody else touched that ball, that possession. Hate those possessions as well. Biggest two pet peeves in the NBA. Joe Long said, where's Deuce for three? He's got Campaign in there instead of Deuce right now. Campaign was hot earlier in the game, but he's gone ice cold here. He has been digging in defensively, but he did get crossed over by Sasser in that one play. Arthur Ray Stone said Luka does it 70% of the time. Yeah, man, Luka's got a lot of heart in him, man. I've never been a big fan of Luka and his game. You know, obviously he's phenomenal. He's great. I've just never been a big fan of his game aesthetically. A lot of one-on-one from Luka. Sorry, Love said, what is Precious in minutes? Precious tonight. We can look at it together. The bench, 10 minutes for Precious, 14 minutes for Campaign, 17 minutes for Deuce, 4 minutes for Landry Shamet. What happened to Landry Shamet that Tom Thibodeau just suddenly can't trust him anymore? I don't know. 14 rebounds for Josh Hart, though, is crazy. But 32 minutes, 34 minutes, 38 minutes, 35 minutes, 33 minutes, and we still have 4.5 minutes to go. So Towns is going to end up playing like 42 minutes tonight. Bridges 36, Anunoby 38, Brunson 39, 40, Josh Hart 37, 38. Here we go. Back into it. Harris has it on the left wing, being guarded by Anunoby. Gets it over to Duren. Now over to Thompson. Thompson being guarded by Hart. Gets it over to Cunningham, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off a Duren screen. Driving it down. Going along the baseline. Flips it up at the basket. Bad shot. Good defense from the Knicks. And then a shot clock violation. The Knicks couldn't corral it. But the ball's going to go back to them. Shaw says, Luka plays slow enough to maintain his energy. Sure. Brunson bringing it down. 102-107. Knicks with a 5-point deficit. Kwame Robinson, what's up, Kwame? Feels like that Cleveland game. Brunson crosses over to his right on Thompson. Now Duren switches onto him. Brunson's going to look to exploit. Quick crossover to his left. Stop, step back, hesitation, spin, leads in, draws the foul, puts it up. Gets the shot to go and the foul on Duren. Is that Duren's 6th foul or his 5th? Brunson going back to the foul line. I think that's his 5th foul. Duren is out. No, that was his 6th. Get Jalen Duren out of here. To be fair, though, I think Isaiah Stewart's been better than Jalen Duren tonight. So it may come back to haunt them that they got Duren out of there. Brunson knocks down the and one free throw, the conventional three-point play, bringing it to a one-possession game, a 2-point game, 112, 110, 4 minutes to go. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off the Stewart screen. Leaves it off. Hardaway Jr. puts up the 3. Good contest from Brunson. He can't get it to go. Josh Hart skying for the rebound. Doesn't get it. Knocked out to Harris. Harris gets it back over to Hardaway Jr. Coming to his right. Driving it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Brunson. Comes up short. Brunson with the rebound. He's going to bring it down. Brunson pushing the pace a little bit. Has it up top. Thompson comes out to guard him. Switches off of Hardaway Jr. Thompson, their best defender. Brunson coming to his right. A pull-up 3 over Stewart. Can't get that one to go. Didn't love that shot from Brunson at all. I know he was going for the dagger there to give them the lead, but I don't like that shot. Cunningham, quick crossover to his right against Bridges. Goes up, gets blocked into the basket, though. Towns, Bridges, how do you block the shot, but also put it into the basket? What happened there? You blocked the shot, but it went in. How does that happen? Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. Coming to his right off a Town screen. Stewart steps out to guard him. Now they switch it. Brunson against Stewart. In and out dribble, driving to his left. Puts up the floater. Gets it to go down. He's looking for the foul call. He doesn't get it, but he got the basket. Cunningham bringing it down. Looking to answer. Has it up top. Coming to his right. Off the Stewart screen. Between the legs. Coming to his left. Off another Stewart screen. Now Brunson switches onto him. He picks his dribble up. Gets it over to Harris. Brunson switches on to Harris. Now back to Cunningham with Anunoby on him. This is the best case scenario for the Knicks. He jab steps, drive to his right against Towns. Gets the floater to go. Come on, man. God damn, Cade, miss a shot. The Knicks push the other way. Josh Hart gets a layup easily. Right back at him with 2:20 to go. 116, 114. It's still a 2-point game, but the Pistons have the advantage. They have the 2-point lead. Knicks have to come up with a stop here. Cunningham has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Cunningham coming to his left off the screen. Now he's got spaces. The Knicks don't switch it this time. He's in the paint, kicks it out to a wide open all-star Thompson. That's the guy they want shooting. He breaks the 3. And now here comes Brunson. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Thompson. They show 2. They try to get it out to Towns, and they say it's off of... Oh, no, okay. I thought they were going to say it was off of Towns. He got his fingertips on it, but the ref was... Scott Foster, the ref was indicating that it was off of Thompson. Ball going back to the Knicks. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a quick breather. Keno Hart, the Thompson twins play Rio defense. Give me Amin Thompson. I think every team wants Amin Thompson right now. Russell Field overtime. I wouldn't mind an overtime Knicks game. I wouldn't mind it. As long as the Knicks are able to pull it out at the end, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. What's the time? Let me give you the exact time. About 1:30 to go. Under 2 minutes. We are in under 2 minutes territory. 1:48 exactly. Cade Cunningham, Keno Hart said Cade is definitely an all-star. That is not a question. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Joe Long said, you got better in your play-by-play. I appreciate you, Joe. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Kiana said, overtime we lost. Get out of the future, Kiana. Get out of the future. Shah said, I bet it's loud in the Garden tonight. It should be. It should be. It's been a great game so far. Both teams going back and forth. Neither team able to build a big lead over the other one. Sometimes I think you guys just don't like basketball. Couple people in the chat, sometimes I think you guys don't like basketball. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't enjoy good basketball? Can't enjoy a good game? AB said he was the number one pick, something the Knicks haven't had since 1985. Yeah, they got the number one pick the first time. First ever lottery. They got the number one pick, drafted Ewing. And then the league said, all right, that's enough of that. You're never getting the number one pick ever again. As a matter of fact, you're never moving up in the draft ever again. So here we are, building a championship contending team off of trades and free agency. Because the league does not want to reward us with a good draft pick. AB said back and forth the Pistons had the lead majority of the game. They did not. They did not. I'd say it's probably been like 60-40. Pistons held the lead percentage of the time. Oh, the Pistons challenged the out-of-bounds call, and Towns did touch it before it went out. Towns has made some boneheaded plays tonight, man. He really has. Pistons have it up top. Got to get a stop. To get it over to Cade, over to Stewart, back to Cade, driving to his right on Towns. He draws the foul, misses the floater, but he's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. They got no answers for Cade here tonight. Take McHale off of him. Put OG on him, please. If you want to win this game, Tibbs, please. Cade at the foul line, knocks down the first one. Justice's dad, Cat, has 5. Does he have 5 fouls? Wouldn't surprise me. Constantly dealing with foul trouble. Cade at the foul line gets both of the free throws to go. Brunson bringing it down. 1:30 to go. 90 seconds remaining in the game. Brunson has it up top. Driving to his right off of Bridges' screen. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges left the wing 3. Come on, line me up. Oh, McHale, thank you, brother. Thank you, McHale Bridges. Knocks down to 3. It's a 1-point game with 1:25 to go. Cunningham has it up top. The crowd is on their feet. Dancing across the screen. Crosses over to his left. Now between the legs. Dancing with it. He's feeling it. He's trying to take advantage of the moment right now. Spins. Half spin. Steps back. Fall the way long 2 over Bridges. Comes up short. Towns with a rebound. And he gets it over to Brunson. Come on, Captain Clutch. Come on, Captain Clutch. Brunson bringing it down. Get a good shot down here. Coming to his left off a big Towns screen. Driving it in. And they call an offensive foul on Towns. Come on, man. Come on, man. How is that a foul? How is that a foul? That's a good script. How is that a foul? How is that a foul? How do you call that a foul in that moment? Now you really need to stop. Cade has it up top, being guarded by Bridges yet again. Coming to his right. Brunson steps up and hedges. They kick it over to Hardaway. Up top, driving it down. Kicks it in the corner. Wide open Malik Beasley. He is a knockdown 3-point shooter. Knocks it down right there. Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top. We need one quickly. Driving to his right. Gets to the basket. Scoop layup with the right hand. High off glass. Over Stewart. And Cade's going to bring it down. And my man RPX with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, RPX. Appreciate you. It's a 2-point game. And the Knicks are going to let the clock wind down. Cunningham, they're looking for the stop. They can't afford this. They get it over to Hardaway Jr. Wide open straightaway. Extra pass Malik Beasley in the left corner. He just hit one, and he knocks another one down. You could see that coming a mile away if you're going to show a double team to Cade. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Hey, Keith, how was that hedge on Cade, my man? Like you were calling earlier in the game. Well, Cade's killing you. Show 2 defenders to him. How'd that work out, Keith? Just as Dad said, I am a jinx. Keenar said, why do I watch these games? Zane said, Pistons are crazy this year, man. They're good. Winners are 8 of their last 10, man. 8 of their last 10. Mark said, Cat can't set a pick, I guess. That offensive screen up top was crazy. It's a crazy call. Because it's not a movie. It wasn't illegal. It wasn't illegal. Like, look, if it was egregious and he slid, I'm not going to argue with it. It was a foul. I don't know how that Karl Anthony Towns screen was a foul. It wasn't a foul. And then also, that late in the game, people were already gonna be upset if you call a foul there, saying like you should just swallow your whistle, let them play. But you call an offensive foul on a guy who's standing there like this? Ronnie Saunders said, why not challenge? I don't know. Russell Field said, find the ref for that call. Knicks still had an opportunity, and they let it slip away. They still had an opportunity. Keenar said they called one on his butt earlier, too. It's BS what they call on Towns. Yeah, the Knicks let this one get away. Absolutely should have been able to pull this one out tonight. They got 6 seconds. They got to get one in. Get it over to Towns, back to Brunson. Catches, one dribble, puts it up. In and out, can't get it to go, and that's going to be the game. The Knicks are going to suffer yet another loss here tonight, 124-119. Shout out the Pistons, who played very well. Made a bunch of clutch plays. They got the win for sure. They won it. The Knicks had their opportunities. And here come the Pistons, y'all. Here come the Pistons. Here come Cade Cunningham and the Pistons. I've been trying to warn people. I'm trying to warn people for a while. The Pistons are not to be trifled with. They're not to be played around with. I didn't think Tom Thibodeau coached a bad game. I also don't think he coached a great game. Karl Anthony Towns got banged up here tonight. Hopefully he's all right. He's got that thumb bandaged up. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Maybe it's just a jammed finger. Maybe, I don't know. Could be a whole lot. But, all that really matters is that the Knicks walked out tonight with a loss. And they got Philadelphia coming in on Wednesday, so things do not get any easier. And they have Minnesota on Friday. So unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not going to get any easier for the Knicks. So the Knicks dropped to 3-5 in the month of January. Their worst month this season was November. They were 9-6. And the schedule does not get any lighter. We just went through it earlier in the stream. You got Philly, you got Minnesota, you got Atlanta, you got Brooklyn, you got Sacramento, you got Memphis, you got Denver. And the Knicks' chances for climbing up the standings, at one point we were looking up at the Celtics. We were at one point a half game away from the 2 seed. And now struggling a bit to keep their heads above water. Knicks better look out, or else we're going to have to start paying attention to the teams below us in the standings. Knicks continue to lose. You're going to have to look at Orlando. Orlando just getting Paolo Banchero back. Expect them to go on a run. Indiana, not far behind either. They're going on a bit of a run. They are winners of their last 6. Now, the Detroit Pistons, winners of their last 9 out of 10. Well, they're still 8-2, but they won tonight, so it should be upgraded to 9-10 tonight. East is no joke. East is no joke right now, and the Knicks are struggling to keep their heads above water. Might be entering survival mode soon. Might be entering a spot, a position where you got to make a move. You got to trust the young guy, Tibbs. You got to trust the bench. You got to trust somebody. Okay, he said, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this roster either. I'm a fan of the roster. I'm a big fan of the roster. Need to upgrade the bench. Guys just need to play better. You can't have nights where, Anunoby is just absent offensively. There was that point for like the first month and a half where Anunoby was our most consistent player. Where are you, my man? Where are you tonight? There haven't been too many times this season where all 5 guys who are necessary for this team to play well have played well. Bridges struggled earlier in the season. He had 27 tonight, 6 for 8 from 3. Towns had 26 and 12. Josh Hart with 12 and 14 and 5. Brunson, 31 and 11. And yet, the Knicks still fall to the Pistons. 17 minutes for McBride, 14 minutes for Payne. As good as Payne was in that first half, thought he was okay in the second half, but didn't knock down the shots we needed him to knock down. McBride, where are you, buddy? If you're going to be the 6th man of this team, 3 points and 2 assists is not going to be good enough in 17 minutes. Thought the defense was good from him, but you need better. You need better. You need better from these guys. And honestly, Precious Achiuwa, you hardly notice him out there. I don't know. Am I going back into the aerial hook 40 hive? I just don't know what options we have. Just don't know what options we have, right? It's getting annoying. It's getting frustrating. It's getting worrisome. I'm with you guys. I get it. I still think they're going to be fine in the long run. Absolutely going to be fine in the long run. I'm not worried about that. But they got some work to do, man. They got a lot of work to do. And unfortunately, fan base is not going to have, like you guys in the chat, like the fan base at large is not going to have a ton of patience. And this team's going to start hearing it soon. And again, I'm not worried about the team long term. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not just saying that. I'm really not. Come playoff time, they're going to be a super dangerous team. But moments like this, middle of the season, lack of depth, it's going to be frustrating. So you get up, you lick your wounds, and you move on to the next night. We got Philadelphia on Wednesday at Philadelphia. Joel Embiid has been out the last couple of games. He will most likely be back for that Knicks game because, of course, he'll be ready for the Knicks game. Everybody's always ready to play the Knicks. So I'll see you guys Wednesday when the Knicks take on the Philadelphia 76ers. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, brush your teeth, get a good night's sleep, stretch, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Oh, no, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, real quick before I sign off. I know I had you guys fooled for a second there. Before I sign off, let me look real quick for games for tomorrow. Hold on. Before we sign off, Tuesday, what game are we doing Tuesday? Cleveland Pacers? That might be the best game. Thunder 76ers? Not terrible either. Not terrible, especially if Embiid plays. Oh, so the 76ers are going to be on the second night of a back-to-back by the time we play them, so that's good. Because they're old and rickety. Suns, Hawks. Pelicans, Bulls. Kings, Bucks. Nuggets, Mavs, Nets, Blazers. All right, so we'll probably end up watching this Cavs-Pacers game, because why not? Why not? It's a TNT game. It's a 7 o'clock start time, so I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Cavs-Pacers game. We can watch some teams who are playing well, unlike the Knicks. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you Wednesday. But until then, I'm out, y'all. Like I said, stay hydrated, get a good night's sleep. Wipe this game from your memory. Pretend it never happened. But I'll see you guys then. I'm out, y'all. Good night. I know it sucks. Be upset for a little bit. But we got a long season, man. We got a long season. They'll turn it around. They'll play better. But until then, I'll see you guys. I'm out. Bye.